Okay, here we are. Who wants to fly with them Pats? This just got sick, fellas. We got Patriots. We got Jets. Was the game close? Not particularly. But did I have fun? Oh, you bet I did. For one simple, if I can just pull up my damn YouTube account. I don't know why this is so difficult. Come on. Work with me here. Thank you. Was that the greatest game we've ever seen? Of course not. But Travion Henderson got the rock. Travion Henderson, I don't know if you can read or not. For all the people that are blind that watch my streams, that have notifications on, that see, they at least heard 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 touchdown through the air, 5 grabs, 31 yards, all for Travo. We ate tonight. And it was sick. It was that simple, vrabel. It was that simple, Mike. Welcome to the Thursday night Hunnaball stream. We'll get some people to file in here, but I have some thoughts about this game. I have some thoughts about Mahi. We are 9-2. We are 9-2. And Muhammad, it was an interesting game. Back in the lose category. LFG. Henderson hurts me and I'm a Buckeyes fan. I'm conflicted. Listen. Hendo had over 30 PPR fantasy points. If you've been holding him this season like I did, it is worth it. What is up, guys? We're joining the stream. Thank God we got a Jets fan in John. We got a Patriots fan in Mahi. We got some football to talk about. It feels like it's been a minute. It's been like 2 days, but it feels like it's been longer. My green screen's not working with me perfectly today, but I'm happy to be here wearing my favorite shirt, my Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, and we're here to talk about football. Now, that wasn't the greatest game. The dude I'm facing in Travion, fantasy bench Travion. That's a damn shame. I don't know if you guys read the story or not, but vrabel came out and said, this is a direct quote, he said, Travion's going to get a big load this week. So I took him at its face value. I took him at what's a non-innuendo way to say that? I took his word. I took his word. And he ended up holding true to it for the first time ever. Now, 3 carries to Dearness Johnson. Okay, not incredible, but you know, no sense of being greedy. Was Travion super efficient? No. But he got into the end zone when he needed to. That was 1, 2, 3 Travion Henderson touchdowns, and boy, did I need it. Last week, it didn't really feel like his fantasy success was that sustainable. This week, it feels great. I think that's the big story, because I could get on here, John, and talk about how Justin Fields can't throw the ball, or how the Jets' offense is just lame, but they're tanking, right? Is this the first or second game with... No, this is the second game without Sauce Gardner. The second game without Quinnen Williams. And the cracks showed. The cracks showed, to be honest, either the Jets played a lot better than you'd think. They didn't cover the spread, which is kind of strange for a division rival on Thursday Night Football this year. Usually, the division rival straight up wins, but the Jets are not a usual team. The Jets are a team that they will lose. They will lose. They are trying to lose, and John said it back in the loss category. I know they won last week, but like now they got a whole new thing. The Patriots are for real. Who doesn't love watching the Patriots be for real? I don't know where we're going to be at in a few years. It's always nice projecting where dynasties go. Going a little different music. It's kind of distracting me, I'm not going to lie. It's interesting to see where dynasties are going to go from a fan base perspective, right? And I mean a general fan base. Because if you would have said in 2018 that everyone would sour on Mahomes and everybody would just like mutually hate him and the Chiefs, it'd be a little surprising. It'd be a little jarring, I think. And I'm not saying the Patriots are going to be a dynasty because they beat the Jets on Thursday Night Football, but Drake May's really good. I said it back in May 10th. If you haven't seen that video, I hit the nail on the head. I said the tape guys love him. He throws a hell of a football. He's got aura. The players rally behind him. And if the Patriots don't win 10 games this year, I will be upset. They are 1 game away. Let's be honest, does anyone expect the Jets to win? Also evening all the streams earlier than usual. It is! I was bored during the third quarter, so I made the thumbnail. That's normally what takes me a minute or two. And yeah, John's always grilling me on what time I come out with these. But yeah, missed the second quarter because I was arguing with a friend that Fields isn't going to be a good Darnold reclamation project. This is the bummer with Fields. Fields... He's just not a good passer of the football. Now, he did have some good throws today. A.D. Mitchell sold him a couple of times. That deep pass against Christian Gonzalez, that's got to be a catch. You gotta haul that in and like house that if you're AD Mitchell. AD Mitchell had a couple bad drops, and Fields did end up throwing a touchdown, so it wasn't like a nightmare game. I would have loved for him to throw a pick or two, maybe a pick six. I don't think Justin Fields is eligible for the Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, hell, I'll say it, Dan Jones reclamation project, because it's never felt like coaching has been the issue with Justin. It's always felt like it's been his right arm, and I don't know. He could move teams. He could... What's the alternative? What team is going to have a good offense and be like, let's do it, Justin? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so Dan Jones goes to Indy. They've got a good O-line. They've got Jonathan Taylor, the decent wide receiver room. What NFL franchise is going to say, all right, Justin, here are the keys? Now, if he's a backup, that's interesting. But again, I don't know what team would want to roster a backup that can't throw the ball effectively, that's inaccurate with the football, that has no pocket awareness in what I want to say is year 4, year 5. How many years has Justin Fields been in the league? It's been a minute. At least year 4. Taken in 2021. Okay, so this is year 4. Yeah, year 4. Okay. And Kurt Warner was impressed. I wasn't. Shoot. And by the way, we're going to talk about the Jets a lot tonight. I don't know if you guys saw or not. John, hey, Woody Johnson came up on the Epstein emails. So, you know, cross your fingers. Pray to your lucky stars that gets cashed in. Because if Woody Johnson is exiled from the NFL, that would be the best possible thing the Jets could have happen to them since, hell, the Super Bowl back in the 70s? I don't know, man. He'd be a good Lamar backup, Luke. That's not bad. But I think the Ravens have what they need in Snoop Huntley. Snoop Huntley did the thing in Miami, and then he came back home. Like, I think they've got Snoop, and they like him. I've been kind of ignoring the chat, though. Let me see. Fields has been the biggest what-if his whole career. But what's the what-if there? What if what? What if he figured out how to be a good football player? What if the NFL transitioned to college where it's all running the football with quarterbacks? What if Navy got promoted to the NFL? Like, what is the what if there, Hank? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just a little curious. Commentators said the best pass play in the Jets playbook is when Field tucks and runs. Oh, I have so much to say about the commentators. This was the first night. I like to consider myself a pretty forward and intelligent football fan. I normally don't watch the Prime Vision. I know a lot of sharps do. I'm sure some of you guys do watch the Prime Vision. This was the first night that I watched the Prime Vision start to finish, and I have some thoughts about it. But let me continue with what we're talking about. CJ's in here, Chris is in here, and Volix is here. We're assembling, guys. I love it. This is my favorite part of the stream, when everybody joins and has their 2 cents. Feel free to throw your takes in the chat. I can't imagine what they'd be other than the Jets have no offense, and Drake May's really good. Stephon Diggs had a sneaky great game, by the way. 9 grabs, 105 yards. Not super explosive, but he got the job done. Good PPR night for Stephon. Mac Hollins, dude. Mac Hollins climbed the ladder on a couple of those passes. Mac Hollins is one of my favorite. He's like a Mario Manningham type, or like Terrence Williams, or I don't know. That's probably too much. That's probably giving too much credit to Mac Hollins. I just like watching Mac Hollins play. You know, he's tall, he gets up there, he doesn't drop a ton of passes. I think he dropped 1 or 2 tonight, but like, he dropped 1. But, you know, like, I mean, he got punched out of his arms, but like, Mac Hollins is fun to watch. I like Mac Hollins. What are you guys saying? It looked good for the Jets for the first 10 minutes. I was mad. I was like, man, I should have bet the Jets. I was thinking about it. I was like, division underdog, Thursday night football. It's been paying all year long. That Bengals game, that Giants game, don't remind me. I just told myself to not remind me. Anyway, and Volix, what a weird game. If your biggest problem is throwing in your quarterback, maybe starting quarterback just ain't for you. Exactly. Exactly. You know what? We're saying a Lamar Jackson kind of, or Lamar's backup kind of arc, but I think someone else said this a few streams ago. The Taysom Hill arc seems a lot more consistent for Justin Fields. That seems a lot more reliable. Get a guy who can kind of throw, kind of run. I mean, he could run well, kind of catch. I mean, he dropped that one pass. You would have loved to see Fields haul in that Philly special, but again, all over the place. Wait, what? No lie, are you serious? Yeah, John, I'm serious. Oh, I'm serious, all right. Woody Johnson and his wife, they did come up in one of the emails, so, you know, hold your breath. What if he had brain cells? That's funny. It's been if he can learn to read a defense, but I don't. Does he even have the arm? Is it crazy to say Justin Fields? I know a lot of people will say like these Lamar, Mike Vick types who are really mobile. They also have cannons for arms, but like has Justin Fields ever had like that? I didn't watch him at Ohio State, so John's an Ohio State fan. I don't know if Andy's in here, but like was he? John will be right back. Yeah, John's freaking out, but did he have like a cannon at Ohio State? I feel like he didn't. I feel like he was like Lamar worked, so let's see what Justin Fields has got. Like Lamar, I remember people saying Lamar had a pretty strong arm out of college. I didn't hear that with Jay Fields. Can't find a free version of Prime Vision, lol. Wait, is it extra? Wait, what? Oh, because that's right. In case you didn't know, if you're one of the, how do we put this? Jack Sparrows of football watchers, which is all cool. In fact, more power to you. Amazon streams the Thursday Night Football games on Twitch for free. They don't have the Prime Vision, but they have the game, if you didn't know that. Just traded for Adams in fantasy, already a better GM than Woody. There you go. You should grab Burrow while you're at it. He's coming back week 13, I heard. Let's go Bengals. Playoff push? Let's make sure the Steelers don't make the playoffs. That's my goal. I do not want to see an Aaron Rodgers Pittsburgh Steelers team in the postseason. Come on. Matt Collins is the perfect Patriots receiver if only he was white. That's a good point. A tall Wes Welker. Don't bring the Bengals game up. That was a win, though. That was a dub. Just a betting tip. Patriots defense is awful first drive, so if you want a live bet a score, do that next game. That is a good tip. They don't handle... they're easy to script against. That makes sense. That tracks. Justin has a cannon during practice. I mean, shit. Zach Wilson has a cannon during practice. I mean, I guess Zach Wilson did have a strong arm out of college. I don't know. Maybe I'm just ignorant. Maybe I don't follow Justin Fields' practice reports like that. I don't know. I've never seen, like, jump off the page arm talent with Justin Fields. That's the only thing. I don't know. His whole thing is a good short yard thrower because he had 4 NFL caliber wide receivers. He looked good on deep throws. Jay Fields? Wait. So he's a good short yard thrower, and then he looked good on deep throws. You can't be talking about Justin Fields. There's no way. There's no way, Mahi. This chat delay is killing me. Who the heck? I have a cannon in practice. That's funny. Bro said they win in the division. We'll try and score 100. Only way. I have Lamar and May as my QBs in fantasy. I can't really fit in Joe Burrow, but he's also Joe Burrow. Trade, man. Make a trade. Make a deal. Trade deadline's coming up in a lot of leagues. I'll tell you, my fantasy team is rocking and rolling. Not to stun or anything, but I just want to throw this out real quick. I'm going to smoke this guy, hopefully. Ice Trey. Named it before the game. Got a cool little picture and everything. Slim Pickens is dead. Ice Trey is alive. Travion, 32. Pat's defense kind of let me down, but the sacks at the end kind of helped. Otis is here. What's up? Go Raiders. No point playoffs right around the corner. Well, you got to make moves. It's not over yet. Trade Drake May. He still has a bye coming up. That's a good point. That's a good point. The Patriots week 14 bye is going to be a killer. Not for the Patriots. That's going to be good for them, but like for a team. Look at this, though. We got Ted McMillan on the bench. And this is a 12-man, by the way. And Trey Benson hopefully coming back before the end of the season. Whatever. But yeah, so this is where I'm at in fantasy. Just want to stunt that because since we're all talking about our fantasy teams, I'm pretty happy about mine. But yeah, Drake May made some really impressive throws. The ones that get me, and this is a Jackson Dart thing too, but the ones that get me are like the rollout when you can check it down. It happened like 2 or 3 times. He can check it down. Instead, he looks downfield and finds a man. Matt Collins down there somewhere. Stephon Diggs down there somewhere. Patriots in the red zone. Just a clean game out of Drake May. And Patriots fans, I think we're saying, I'm assuming, speaking for all Patriots fans here, this was like the Drake May, like, not solidifies, but reaffirms his MVP case. Prime time against not the best team, but not an awful defense, right? He reaffirms his MVP case. Now we just need Matt Stafford to have a bad game. Not rooting against Matt Stafford, but I like Drake May. I thought that I had bet Drake May to win MVP. I texted my bookie. He said he placed the bet. This was in September, and he forgot. So that money is gone. I got all excited. So now I have less skin in the game, which upsets me. I traded Troy Franklin, Rashad White, 2027 first, and a 2026 second for Adams. Good God. That's a large haul. Damn, Chris. Jeez, man. That's a haul. I mean, I guess Rashad White's value is going to dip down, and I guess Adams is a buy, sell high. Man, that's a lot. Because that's a 1 and a 2 for Again, I'm not a big dynasty guy, so maybe I'm like completely way off in that. That seems like a lot, though. Might be crazy. I'm in one of those leagues where everything's vetoed. I've tried trading both Lamar. I mean, I hate that. I hate when people are like, oh, it's a trade that I'm not involved in that helps teams that aren't me. I'm going to veto. I hate that. I completely am with you, Ann. I swapped Pittman for Janty since I already have Pickens and Amon-Ra. Okay. Not bad. Someone in my league did like 2 months ago, Pittman and Chuba for Janty, which like values of these players have changed so much since then. And still, there we go. Good trade. Second trade in my league, by the way, everyone's so damn stingy. It's tough. Trading in modern fantasy football is tough. Also, I'm going to grudge against Bucky Irvin for being out the entire fantasy football regular season after I traded for him. Yeah, Bucky's been a tough story, but it looks like he'll be back next week. He's practicing again. So it looks like he'll be back next week, along with Chris Godwin, who may be worth a pickup. I don't even know. Hear me out. I'm rocking with Stafford, sadly. I mean, Stafford's not a bad fantasy quarterback. It's just kind of... Stafford winning MVP, I don't know. It just doesn't really excite me. I don't know. It would be something. It's better than Mahomes or Josh or even Lamar, and I like Lamar, but what about Darnold? Let's give Darnold the trophy. Why not? Like, Otis has really sold me on the Seahawks, man. Why not? Let's give Darnold the trophy. Devontae Adams, right? Yeah, no, I'm assuming it's Devontae Adams. Andy Sams, my team collapsed after I traded for Mike Evans early in the... That sucks. Hope it's not Dynasty. That sucks. That's always tough when you trade for a player and they get injured right after. That makes you never want to trade ever again. But I missed a couple chats. I think he was kind of underwhelming today, in all honesty. Was kind of hoping for a little more. As far as Drake May goes, I thought he was great. I thought eye test wise, he was great. He didn't make a ton of deep passes. We didn't really need to. Didn't really need to. I don't know. I thought he really put it on when he was throwing out of structure. I simmed Giants Packers. It was 7-0 Packers. Jameis got sacked 21. It was 3 for 21, no picks. Got sacked 21 times, or sacked. It was 3 for 21, 3 sacks, 21 yards. 7-0. Giants dub. I think the Giants are gonna win. I unironically think the Giants are gonna win. I'm not gonna lie. I think. I don't know if Jarv's in here or any of our other Giants fan friends, but I'll tell you, man. I think the Giants are gonna win, fellas. I do. Okay. Are you contending JJ, Waddle, Bijan, and Adams at the very least? Yes, I'm one game from a bye. Okay. Then why not? Push the chips to the middle. Why not? Who needs... Screw them picks, man. Screw them picks. Why not? All right, Chris. We'll take it then. I still think that's a hefty sell, but sure. You gotta do what you gotta do to contend. I'm the league manager, so I instantly improve almost every trade. If it's fair, people are so slow with voting. That's why it's not worth it, brother. I kind of do a similar thing, Hank, where I'm commissioner in my main league, and I love the power. I have it on commissioner voting, but then we'll do the votes in the group chat. So I'll like text like, hey guys, new trade dropped. And usually nothing gets vetoed. There have been 2 trades that have been vetoed, one of which involved Jamar Chase, the other one involved CeeDee Lamb. I'm not going to put those people on blast, but they were so blatantly, obviously terrible trades. God, one of them was like Demercado. The week that Trey Benson got hurt, it was like before the game. It was like Demercado and like Jalen Waddle for CeeDee Lamb. It was like great. Darnold MVP. Ew. It would be sick though. It would be sick. Hank, can the Saints start winning games, please? We need the Saints. Honestly, guys, can every team besides the Giants start winning games so the Giants get the #1 pick, trade down, and then get a first next year? Just saying. Just saying. Get us in a Chicago Bears situation. I'm sure Joe Shane will find a way to screw it up. All you got to do is beat Jordan Love to rattle. All you got to do to beat Jordan Love is just rattle him. Yeah, just get to him like twice. Jordan Love, dude, he is meh. Perfect. He's at the top of meh, and I'm not moving him. Jage being there is a little, it's, you know, there's not a lot of honor with Jage right there, but hey, we're sticking with him. Honestly, I should move meh around a little bit, but that's next week. We do Hunters Hill on Monday. Later in this stream, we'll be ranking teams. We'll be doing the Hunters Hill Team Edition, one of my favorite segments of the week. I love ranking teams because it gets everyone all mad. Makes me happy. I like doing that. It's fun. It's fun being the rage baiter. It's nice not having someone in my chat saying, the Broncos are really good. It's like, come on. Let's be honest here, guys. Let's be real for 1 second. Got sacked 20. Okay, I thought I misread that. Got sacked 21 times. And the Packers won 7-0. 3 for 21 on passes, no picks. Okay, the Giants O-line isn't that bad. Madden pisses me off. Madden upsets me. It is, but I have to make up for that dumbass Puka and Taylor trade I did when I was brand new to fantasy. Dude's been playing for years, and this is my first time ever doing it. Great. Con man. Gets you, Rook. Also, I'm 5-2. We started late, and with starting late, a dynasty league that started late? Well, now I'm confused. And with a win and one dude losing, I'm tied for first. There it is. Get it, Chris. Get it. Get yourself the bye and get the Bengals in the playoffs. Let's do it. My theory at one point, Darnold will win Hawks the Super Bowl. Then they trade Darnold to someone else. He goes back to Jets Darnold. That's a theory. That is a thing that could happen. I mean, that would probably be one of the craziest things in NFL history. If Darnold goes from being such a bust, seeing ghosts, mono, all that stuff, to the Panthers, to the Niners, to the Vikings, to the window, to the walls, to the Super Bowl with the Seahawks, and Gray Zabel takes MVP. And I'm afraid a Who Dat Nation has a less than 1% chance of getting a winning record. Well, I mean, I wouldn't hold your breath. I have to play Bo picks against the Chiefs because Stroud is out. That sucks. Dude, pick up someone in waivers. Grab Jameis. Grab, I'll say it, Tyler Shuck. Grab, I'm just going to pull guys. Hell, Mac Jones isn't even playing. Purdy, Brissett. Hell, Cam Ward, if you really want to be frisky. Do not play Bo picks. Screw him. Screw him. If Jameis is on your waivers and you're not thrilled about your quarterback play this week, grab him and let's roll. First year took a lot of planning for my best friend to even make it happen. A dynasty's such a pain in the ass. Dynasties are tough. Davis Mills plays this week. Grab Davis Mills. There you go. Grab Davis Mills. I hate Bo Nix. I might put that tier lower, honestly. I might drop that tier to between really terrible and unlimited. God, I hate Bo Nix. He sucks. We talked about the passing chart. He sucks. I'm sorry. I've been saying it since they beat the Giants. He sucks. Trying to think of a quarterback Bo Nix reminds me of. A quarterback that you're just not excited about. It can kind of move. This is the quarterback that I can't get out of my head, and this is not right at all. But as far as just meh quarterbacks that you're not excited about, it's spot on. Bo Nix is Josh Freeman from Tampa. Kind of a deep cut. Bo Nix is Josh Freeman. If you don't know who Josh Freeman is, that's respectable. This isn't a good comp at all. But I think of Bo Nix, I think of Josh Freeman. Couple good seasons. Born in 88. Couple good seasons, and then, kind of falls off a cliff. Career backup. Bo Nix like T-Law. Well, let's not. Come on. Not well, Gale's not here. We can't talk behind Gale's boys back, man. He said T-Law's a top 9 QB. He said he walked back when I said, is Baker Mayfield better than T-Law? And he was like, I'm not sure. We'll revisit that. I bet like $10 they'd win more than 5.5. That's a tall order, and Alex, especially on the Saints. You cannot bet Saints dubs. It's a super flex league, so all quarterbacks are gone. Some dude that has 6. I hate that. Some guy who hoards all the quarterbacks in the super flex league. So annoying. I also sent Giants Packers with Russ as a starter. He was 48 for 48, not sacked, no picks. Giants lost 14 out of 53. Well, that sounds like a Russ game. Check it down every play. I'm sure Daves would still be the head coach. Let's just throw it behind the line of scrimmage, get no completions, and lose the game. But the stats will look good. The media can't say we didn't have a good game plan. Whatever. Blake Bortles. That's good. That is good. My QB room is best in the league. Sounds like it, Chris. Boycotting Bo Nix like he's ESPN, Jimmy Kimmel era. I want to boycott ESPN again. Because this whole YouTube TV thing. But I just refuse to go to CBS Sports, man. This is the ugliest website ever. It sucks. They ask me about the ad blocker every time I open the damn site. It's I'm good, man. I have an ad blocker. Get over it, CBS. This is what I mean. It's I'm getting harassed. Okay, so I can't use CBS. Let's just go, right, Pats, Jets, right? Pats, Jets. I could go to Google, some shill, but this is hideous. I don't like this. This is gross. What is this? I'm good. Okay, so what else do we have? We have ESPN. We have the rapid recap. Sure. Yeah, man. This is good. Every NFL team has cookies on their website, too. The rapid recap, that's not even stats. So it's I don't want to complain. It's just ESPN is the best one out of the bunch. I mean, again, NFL.com's not a bad idea. Lessons we learned that the Jets suck. I don't really think we learned that, but hey. Oh, God, don't copyright me right now, NFL. I'm not in the mood. Yeah, okay, we'll just open the NFL site for now. Why not? Sure, whatever. Okay. Fox basically made it Middle Tennessee. What are we talking about here? See, this is the problem. I'm like out of the chat for too long. Fox Biscuit made it Middle Tennessee. What are we talking about? The Titans? The Saints? Josh Freeman mentioned. Oh, shoot. I missed the first one. I can't even watch the Titans game on cable this week because broadcasting zones. Oh, thanks a lot, Fox. Greedy hogs. Now I get it. If Vrabel don't win Coach of the Year, it's rigged. Well, had you considered? I feel like Mike McDonald's a good answer. Mike McDonald. Dan Campbell's always a good name to throw in the hat. Hell, Shane Steichen. If there was a comeback Coach of the Year, Shane Steichen, dude, I was calling for Shane Steichen's job. I was so like, I cannot believe the Saints kept Shane Ballard or Chris Ballard and kept Shane Steichen. Did they keep Chris Ballard? Either way, I couldn't believe they kept Shane Steichen. I was livid, and then they did it. I got to catch up with the chat though. Vikings Josh Green was the GOAT. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he really was the GOAT. Yeah, 20 completions, 53. Yeah, GOAT. One pick. Hey, that's JJ McCarthy numbers. Stafford, Goff, and Dak. All right, I don't know how goated that is. That's fine for fantasy, but not goated. I have a friend that partied with Bortles once. That's crazy. That's crazy. That sounds fun. Is he alive? Blake Bortles? I guess so. Floridians are a different breed of human. Well, yeah. That I believe. Blake Bortles seems like he'd be a cool hang. Didn't do checks since he had 14, 18 passing yards in one game to Jordan Love 68. I'm sure Matt just makes up those numbers. Did you have them on like 15-minute quarters? ESPN's like YouTube. In fact, there's no good alternative. Well, that's a succinct way to put it. I agree with that. Yeah, I wouldn't be on here if, well, I don't know. Out of all like the terrible big companies, and believe me, they all suck. Google at least like doesn't kill people. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like you, Google. If any of the bots are listening, I'll tell you, they really grow me with the copyrights though. Seahawks and Colts have a tougher schedule down the road. We will look at that. I'm curious about that. CBS Sports, I've tried to use. It's terrible. Exactly. Do you trust Joe Shane to hire a head coach? Yeah, I do. And here's why. The thing with Joe Shane is that he is like he has Howie Roseman syndrome. I like to call it that. Where Joe Shane cares more about what the articles say the day after than what he thinks. Joe Shane doesn't have original ideas. If Mel Kiper says Jackson Dart has a round 2 grade, Joe Shane doesn't want to take Jackson Dart in round 1. It's simple. I don't know if I got all the names right there. I may have mixed something up. But like, you know what I mean? Joe Shane, if you know, like how when you watch the draft, it'll have like Daniel Jeremiah, Mel Kiper's best available. I'm convinced Joe Shane just looks at that and is like, all right, that's what we're going to take. To hell with Darius Alexander. He was high on the board. Why not? Like, and sometimes it works. Cam Scattaboo. Sometimes, I'm not saying it's an awful strategy. I call it Howie Roseman syndrome. Because they care more about what CBS and what Bleacher Report have to say the day after than actual, like, tangible scouts that are on your team. Sometimes it works. But when it doesn't, you look like a big dumb idiot who trusts journalists more than your own scouting unit. Which reminds me, there was this show in like 2014, 2015. It's funny because the Giants have had multiple editions of this type of show. We all remember Hard Knocks offseason with the Giants, of course. It made the Giants look like such fucks. There was another one called Scouting Giants, and man, that was a good watch. Just wanted to shout that out. Scouting Giants, or Finding Giants, I think it was called. I'm looking this up now. I think it was Finding Giants, actually. And then I got to catch up with the chat again. I've been so far behind on the chat. Finding Giants, there it is. New York Giants scouts. This was the year we took OBJ, by the way. So pretty solid series. This was sick. This made me happy. Just want to shout that out. Okay, let me catch up. McDonald's should win Coach of the Year if you win 14 games with Darnold. It should be a lot to win Coach of the Year. Yes, we should fit that in. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a huge Chris Ballard guy. He only drafts athletic beasts. Yeah, but half the time they miss. Like he does. Like Kwity Paye, I guess, was a high upside pick. I liked the Latu pick a lot as well. Hey, Chris Ballard's not so bad after all. It's just the wins weren't coming until now. Who knew Dan Jones was a missing piece? You missed me comparing Bo Picks to Ian Book. Did I? Ian Book. Man, he had some eyebrows. If I'm thinking of the right guy. Let me verify this. Yeah, always feel free. Yeah, he did. Always feel free to remind me if I miss a chat. Sometimes there's too much to catch up with. But yeah, Ian Book, eyebrow man, never a solid quarterback. He does kind of look like Bo Nix with like darker hair. Yeah, Okay, let me catch up. As a Giants fan, what are your thoughts on Mike Kafka? I'm excited to see what he does as head coach of the Giants. He has gotten multiple head coaching interviews. However, when it comes to Mike Kafka, I really hope we don't fall under like the interim spell where we're into the interim head coach and we're like, let's just hire this guy full time, like Antonio Pierce. No thanks. I'm excited to see what he does. And if we win every game, then sure, hire him as head coach. Why the hell not? But he's been calling the plays. The blood is on his hands just as much as it's on Dable's. All right, he has this coach not to lose mentality, and apparently Dable chewed him out after the Bears game, which again makes Dable look worse than anyone. So I don't think Mike Kafka is going to work, but I am excited to see a different change of pace in New York, and I am excited to see a quarterback call the shots. I don't know, Mike Kafka. He had a bad picture in Madden when he played back in the day. See how my mind works? I think about how these guys look. That's how I make these connections. I remember their headshot in Madden, and that's like how I bring it back. That's how I remember Josh Freeman. Josh Freeman's a Madden QB, if that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. That's exactly, yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. Yes, he's a Madden QB. You remember him because of Madden. Yes. It was 15 minutes, no Excel clock. Shows how home Madden is an actual sim at all. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense, Otis. 21 sacks is still nuts, though. Did you hear Vine is coming back and it won't allow AI content? Yes! I might stream on Vine if they'll let me. I really hope that is the future of social media sites. It's like there's certain ones that come out and say we're not doing AI content, and those ones just rise to the top. And then Twitter/X/ you know, whatever else term you want to use to describe it, just crashes. Just goes straight through the ground. Twitter is a disaster. They announced some new changes they're making to DMs where everything has to be encrypted. All the conversations have to have passwords. It's nutty. It's so nutty. I hate it. I refuse to call it X, Twitter, whatever. Vine comeback is crazy. For Belichick, Josh McDaniels, and Lane Kiffin as potential candidates, I laughed out loud. Yeah, no. Have we considered Kevin Patullo? No, my Giants coach rankings go something like, and I should make a tier list. Goes something like that Jeff Hafley's on there, but he's not number one. The DC in Seattle, that's the fella I want. I'm blanking on his name. I can't believe I forgot it, but that's the fella that I'm holding on hope for. Seahawks DC. God, I've seen him a bunch this year. I don't know why. See, that's not it. Wait, who is it? It's not Art. It's not Aiden Durd. Who the hell? Oh, it's OC, isn't it? It's OC, right? Damn it. Clint Kubiak. Yes, Clint Kubiak. That's who I want. Clint Kubiak, son of Gary Kubiak. The media would never say anything bad about Howie. How could he draft a long snapper in the first round, and people would talk about how he's so smart. We just don't understand it. Well, that's because that's what I'm saying. The media and Howie align. They align with their thoughts. Yes, Anvalix, the OC. Like, Howie just wants to go and get like a good grade according to Bleacher Report. You remember Cam Newton's first Madden picture was cross-eyed? I think I do remember that, actually. That was the thing. Some players took such bad Madden pictures, so I literally just remember them as like, oh, he took a bad Madden picture. Like Bruce Gradkowski. Man, what a crazy pull that was. But yeah, telling you right now, Kubiak ain't it. Look, he can run the ball. He's an offensive mind, and he's, you know, seems like a good dude. I don't know. But I did hear Jeff Hafley talk today. I wouldn't. The thing is, you want to hire an offensive coordinator. You want to hire an offensive mind. Dude, if we got Jeff Hafley and we could get to the QB, that would be sick. I want this pass rush to be really good. Jackson Dart can figure it out. Hire the right OC. I don't care. Keep Kafka for all I care. Get a defense that can get to the quarterback with this unit. That's what I want to see more than anything. Dart's cool, but at the end of the day, we said it on Monday, the NFL has never been less quarterback-centric, I don't know, since the 80s? 90s, maybe? Like, come on. Who needs a quarterback if you have a pass rush that's not letting anyone get through? When you have a pass rush that gets to the quarterback in a half second. And a secondary that can actually stop passes. A deep, loaded secondary. But of course, the Giants have no cap space next year because Joe Shane screwed us. Madden doesn't even have real coordinators. They just put in random guys. They can't be bothered to put in like 64 coordinators. Yeah, man. Madden works hard. They update the game. They change mechanics. You haven't heard about field sense? Yeah, no. No love lost for Madden. How many times will it take these journalists to learn that Lane Train isn't leaving Oxford? I hope he doesn't. I hope we don't. I hope Lane Kiffin can stay in Oxford. Keep him. I'm good. That is such pandering to the Jackson Dart crowd. He'll be fine. He doesn't need his college coach. Let's be real. And that's the same reason why I'm not like huge on Gruden. Like Gruden loves Dart. Like, hell, bro, half the NFL. Robert Saleh loves Dart. I love Dart. Doesn't mean I should be the Giants' next coach. Jesus. What's the bar? The bar is that he likes the quarterback. I'd like to think that the guy who's probably going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, unless it's Travion Henderson, like I would like to think that that's an ideal quarterback for a first-time head coach or returning head coach. Now notice, I did not say I want to see Mike McCarthy as the Giants coach, because I do not. I do not want to see Mike McCarthy as the Giants head coach. If I see that blueberry on the sideline, I will watch, but I will watch with caution. Again, if he goes 9-3 rest of career, Ole Miss is building him a golden statue. Ma, you thinks Kubiak ain't it? Y'all, I think we need to investigate Jameis. Why? Because how in the hell does he get on the field every year? Dude, because he's good. Because he's good, Chris. High Roseman's day 3 picks, especially on draft day, is so fun. I don't really follow his day 3 picks. I'm normally just thinking like first few rounds, but I'm sure you're right. I'm just not plugged in with day 3 picks because I don't watch college football. I was a little bit better this year because I played a lot of CFB 25, but now that I haven't played 26, I'm not going to know who any of these guys are again. Just get B-Flow and they'll blitz every play. Yeah, I would love to get B-Flow. That would be sweet. Except he's, again, I've said it before, he's suing us. So I'm not going to hold out hope. Are they fun? Are they good? No. Are they yes? Are they fun? Yes. Yeah. I mean, hey, Howie gets the job done though. I'm all over the place with this chat. Giants need a cheerleader type who can build a culture, not some play calling guru. You're right, but who is that? Who is that? Because it's not Mike McCarthy. Okay, it's not. Maybe John Gruden, but Giants, please hire Spagnuolo, not because he's a good head coach, because he's an elite DC. I would rather see Spags than McCarthy, which might be a hot take, but that's where I'm at. At least Spags has some history. Speaking of Madden, there should be a GM mode to replace owner mode. I like being able to fire the head coach in franchise. You can't do that anymore. God, Madden sucks. Jeez. How about Stefanski as Giants coach? Hanna would definitely. I would love Stefanski as the Giants coach. Hello. Honestly, yeah. We should see who gets fired before we start calling who the next Giants head coach is. I got a feeling Stefanski's going to have to pack his stuff and go. Honestly, do it, man. Cleveland is cursed, and I am fine with Stefanski. That would actually be my #1 pick if he gets canned. That'd be my #1 pick. You're completely right, Otis. I like Stefanski. Doesn't matter whether it's QB1, QB2, or QB3, the football gods find a way. Well, Russ and whoever his comp was in Cleveland last year weren't... Well, Flacco got hurt. Yeah, he does always find a way. You're right. Flacco does find the way. Brady, Mike McCarthy being head coach for the next 2 years would make me crash out. Yeah, I love that. For the next 2 years, because we know he's not going to last. Exactly. Hey, we'll give y'all Raheem Moron. Hey, that's a culture guy. That's something. He's already got a baked-in nickname. Better than, you know, the Blueberry, Mike McCarthy, which is how I will know him. You like Stefanski over McCarthy? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Because one of them's won a coach of the year. And I don't think Cleveland's given him much to work with, and he knows defense. And again, like Mike McCarthy, dude, I watched him in Dallas, man. I'm telling you, every season I was like crossing my fingers. God, I hope the Cowboys keep McCarthy. Please keep McCarthy. Please keep McCarthy. And they kept doing it until his last season, obviously. I know, I'm familiar with his game. He's not a good coach, and I don't want to see him in blue. Spagnuolo with McDaniels OC would be my dream. Jarvis here. And yes, that would actually be kind of sick. If Spagnuolo could bring in a good, like, crew, especially a good OC, which ideally whichever coach we sign brings on a good OC. Remember when Joe Judge got signed and everyone was like, I don't know about this one. Special teams coordinator? I don't love this hire. And then he brings on Jason Garrett as his OC, and it's like, yep, this is going to be a disaster. For sure. Yep, 100%. This is not going to work. And sure enough, it didn't work. Who would have thought? Me. And I was 17 when that happened. And my dumb ass was like, there's no way this could possibly work. Could you imagine being John Mara? A guy who would watch his team win 4 Super Bowls and be like, yeah, Joe Judge. Yeah, Dave Gettleman. Yeah, Jason Garrett. Yeah, Dan Jones. What? Man. What team's up with a head coach vacancy by the end of the year? Good question. Well, the Titans already have one. And you guys know I'm championing for Eddie George for that spot. I'm going to keep saying that. Titans, right? Browns, probably. Let's keep looking. The Jets are going to keep Aaron Glenn. That's kind of a given now. Who else? What song is this? Who else? I think Kellen Moore will hang around. I think that's a pretty safe bet. I'm not thrilled about Kellen Moore, by the way. Pete Carroll, again, he'll stick around, but I don't really know why. Dan Quinn will stick around. Mike McDaniels, dude, I'll tell you, he's a couple wins away from maybe holding on to his job. It's so crazy, it just might work. As someone, Giants gonna hire Arthur Smith. Yeah, pass. Next question. Last good Madden 17 before they moved to Frostbite Engine. Last good Madden was Madden 12, but Otis, I respect you for sticking with the series. McCarthy has a job because he won a Super Bowl 15 years ago. Exactly. That's his only claim to fame. Other than that, he's been a complete loser in the playoffs. Bengals. Yeah, okay. Chris has been saying fire Zach. So, yeah, maybe. Again, I wouldn't be mad at Zach Taylor to the Giants. Why not? He's made a Super Bowl more recently than Mike McCarthy. Zach Taylor's made a Super Bowl more recently than McCarthy's won a playoff game. Calling it. I was joking about Stefanski. Sure, he won Coach of the Year, but so did Dabes. Yeah. Stefanski's got I was going to say he's got a nice beard, but I guess so does Dable. Look, the thing with Dable is so many things, but I think the main catalyst, something that a lot of people don't discuss, with Dable, his whole thing was he was too emotional. I love a coach that wears his heart on his sleeve, that cares. I said in my coaching video, it's like you want a coach that cares. But Dable, bro, the Giants wouldn't get a call to go their way, and he would he'd rip his shirt off on the sideline. It was crazy. Every time, dude, I was more composed than Dable. I'm a goddamn fan with a YouTube channel. I'm supposed to crash out. Bro, Dable's losing his mind because they call an illegal contact on 3rd down. I'm like, dude, move on. And he couldn't do it. We're sitting here again talking about the same things about not finishing. What about Marcus Freeman as the Giants coach? Now that we're thinking about college. His head coach class is really bad. Come on. Raheem Morris on the hot seat? I don't disagree with that. I don't inherently disagree with that. Okay. He's not on the hot seat, but I think Jonathan Gannon sucks. That's just my 2 cents. I think Jonathan Gannon, he is my Shane Steichen, where last year I was like, Shane Steichen sucks, they should fire him. That's what you get, Eagles coordinator. I think Jonathan Gannon sucks, personally. Does Joe Brady have any head coach buzz? Oh, for sure. Probably not in New York, because we just hired the Buffalo offensive coordinator, but Joe Brady would be cool. He's a good coach, I think. Well, you're going to think like that. Wait for the screen pass to the second string running back on 3rd and 9, buddy. Well, hey, Scattaboo can convert on 3rd and 9. You know what I mean? Scattaboo can convert, and so can Tracy. Just get Devin Singletary at the hell out of town. That's what I want. Stefanski's got 2 Coach of the Years with no consistent QB value. Exactly, Jarv. Exactly. Fun fact, the Titans have more sacks than the Giants as a team. Both had bye weeks. The Giants actually haven't had their bye week, so I believe you. I do believe you. The Giants' pass rush has been such a letdown. Yeah, if Denver has 46. The Giants' pass rush, personnel-wise, don't care what anyone says, is better than Denver. It is. And yet we can't get to the quarterback. Yep, less sacks than the Titans. Less sacks than the Texans. Well, I guess these are all good pass rushes. But less sacks than the stupid, come on, Vikings? Sorry, but come on. Falcons? What? Dude? Really? Mike's cutting out, really? Is it? Oh, shoot. Maybe because I'm too far. I don't know. I'm trying to, sit back, though I don't, scream into the mic. But again, we'll get there. Shout out Shane Bowen. Yeah, seriously. I believe it. Shane Bowen, such an L. Joe Brady might go to LSU too. That wouldn't be a bad idea. That would not be a bad idea. Shane Bowen. Joe Brady going back home to Death Valley, if it's called. Louisiana. Whatever city LSU's in. Falcons are going to win a few meaningless games on the stretch this year, and they'll keep Raheem. I like Raheem. He seems like a nice guy. I also wouldn't be mad at getting a Rams coordinator. That would be nice. Get someone from the Sean Payton tree. That's very important. Rex Ryan is DCF. No thanks. No thanks, Jarv. No thanks. I'm good. People are saying Matt LaFleur's on the hot seat, but I don't see it. Yeah, Packers fans hate him. Which, I guess. But again, we're going to keep saying this. You fire your head coach, you move on from your quarterback. You have to have, what's the alternative? It's if you're oh, Kyler Murray's not the guy. It's is Jacoby Brissett the guy? You know? By the way, Kyler Murray's going to be a Raider. I'm calling it now. Kyler Murray, the future Raider. Kyler Murray, you are a Las Vegas Raider. It's going to be sick. Can't wait. Drop a like if you want to see Kyler Murray as a Las Vegas Raider. And drop a like if you don't. As a lifelong Packers fan, I think we should fire LaFleur, punish him by sending him to Tennessee. There you go. That's a good bit. People calling for LaFleur's job are stupid as fuck. I mean, yeah. I don't think that she should get fired. Hot take. I don't know. This isn't ESPN, so I'm not, you know. You gotta fire the guy. He can't win a Super Bowl, you know. Chris is leaving. See ya. Fire Zach. Packers fire Matt, bring him to Cincinnati. Yeah, no, bring him to New York. Seriously. That should be the test. If a bunch of fan bases want your head coach, then you shouldn't fire him, you know? I don't know. Rex Ryan never had a bad defense. He's just a nutcase as a head coach. Maybe. I just don't like Rex Ryan as a person. His veneers are stupid as hell, and I think he's washed up. But it would at least get him off ESPN, so there's that. I just hate Rex Ryan, dude. Rex Ryan, dude. I'm a Jets coach. Just not a fan. Sherman. Richard Sherman? Wouldn't be mad at that. Hire Richard Sherman off TV. Hell, if JJ Redick can do it. Kyler Murray gives crazy Raider vibes. I agree. Short and fast. Come on. Jeffrey's here. Stefanski should be fired. We lost to the Jets. Yeah, send him to New York. Oh, Shamar Stewart. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we'll look that up. Yeah, since we're here, why not? I'm getting a headache again. This damn light. Also, I like these uniforms. Hot take. I like these uniforms. They're kind of basic, but I like them. I was just on it. Hold on. Should have never cut me. 2 tackles, 0 sacks. Now again, sacks can be a I thought you were going to bed, Chris. Sacks can be a misleading stat. Abdul Carter only has a half sack on the season. Of course, he has multiple sacks, but the defensive penalties have taken him off the board. But Abdul Carter's getting pressured. Shamar Stewart isn't. Plain and simple. Wink wasn't that far off Rex. I agree, and I liked Wink. Another reason why Daves wasn't a great head coach. He fired Wink. That pissed me off. Wink with this defense would have been sick. We would not be 2-8 if Wink was our DC. Just saying. I'd take LaFleur every day of the week over Pete. Well, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think everybody in here would rather have Matt LaFleur. I don't think Angel Corp's in here, but I don't think we have any Packers fans in here. I think Matt LaFleur would be a good coach, damn it. Jeff Saturday, next Giants head coach? Maybe. Jeff Saturday, Kevin Monday. I don't know. That was a stupid joke. Rex would be fun. Him and Jameson in the same locker room as Hard Knocks material. We don't need Hard Knocks material. And Scat. Okay. We don't need Hard Knocks material, though. We don't. We're the Giants, all right? We need wins. Raiders and Cardinals switch quarterbacks. Not a crazy idea. Send Gino to the AZ. Look, man, we all know he's better in the NFC West. He knows these teams. How's Demetrius Knight playing? See another Bengals. Yep. Good. 37 tackles. A pick. Hey, not bad. Should I pull up my PFF subscription? Dare I use the thing that I paid for all season? I'm not even signed in. Oh my lord, hold on. By the way, in case you guys are ever thinking about it, don't get PFF. This has been such a waste of money. Like, just being honest. Wins and Hard Knock material. Yeah, maybe. It's possible. The Lions are a good example of win Hard Knock material. Here we go. Okay, I want to see linebacker grades. Well, hold on. Is this for the season? Sam Darnold has the best. Oh, that's crazy. Sam Darnold MVP. Sam Darnold is crazy efficient this year, by the way. He's crazy efficient. Where the hell's Dart? PFF hates Jackson Dart. It's so annoying. Better than Bo Nix, though. Just saying. Okay, I'm looking for this Bengals linebacker because I'm just curious. What, did they just forget? What? Am I tripping out, or are there no linebackers here? Oh, shoot. There, there it is. There it is. Okay. And then can I sort by team? This website sucks. Bengals. Here we go. Done. All right. So Demetrius Knight could be better if we're going by PFF grades, which, you know, again, for defensive players, it's kind of easy to just kind of fall to this. Shout out Jags. Foye Assad. Damn, I do not know a lot of these players. I got to study up more. Notice how there's not a single Giant over here. Sick one, Shane Bowen. Well done. Top Giants man is Bobby Okereke, the $1 million man at 62. That's great. I've never bullied anyone in this stream, including Hannah. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You said Adolf Dart. I'll never forget. Which in hindsight was pretty funny, honestly. Chris is about to come back by saying, watch any Titans game. Well, we all know the Titans are not a fun team to watch. We all know that much. John Gruden and Cam Scatterby would be on Hard Knocks would be legend. I don't want Hard Knocks, damn it. I do not want a Hard Knocks team. I just want us to stay out of the limelight for 10 seconds and win like 10 games. Jeez. Kyler Murray Raiders would be fun. We ain't going anywhere. It's only funny when someone else's team and you want and when you want your team to stop being a joke. But what quarterback do you add to where it's like, all right, we're going somewhere now, other than through the draft, which again, the Raiders could draft someone. You grab Mendoza, you grab Ty Simpson. By the way, who was going to tell me Ty Simpson's white? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Call me crazy. Call me. I don't think it's racist. I think it's racially minded. But I'm used to Alabama quarterbacks being black. Jalen Milroe, Bryce Young, hell, Jalen Hurts for a minute, Tua. I mean, I guess there's Mac Jones and AJ McCarron, but in general, I always assume Bama quarterbacks, and I know it's Kalen DeBoer or Kane DeBoer, whatever the hell his name is. Kalen DeBoer, not Saban anymore, but I just didn't know. I just didn't know Ty was white. That does like hurt his grade a little bit. Honestly, didn't know that. Thought Davis Mills was a black dude. Exactly. Let's race bend here with quarterback. Shout out to Cedric Gray. There you go. Prime Ryan Tannehill was a fun ride. I will live with that. They had a lot of white QBs too. Like who? I named Mac Jones and McCarron. Am I missing someone? Who? What other white QB? I can't think of anyone. I know it's Alabama. I'm just saying. Like I feel like I don't know. I thought Ty Simpson was black, and I liked that. You know, I thought that was like a better thing. Because again, it's just like you blind dart throw. Ty Simpson, sure, got some speed. Again, I don't watch college, so I just assume a Bama quarterback is mobile. I don't watch college. His nickname is Tyrone Simpson, so I didn't know that. Tyson. He does look like a default skin. Tua's Asian, I guess. I think he's Blasian. And again, not to talk too much about race, but Tua's Blasian, right? Samoan, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. All right, that's on me. That's on me. From Malaysia, son of a bitch. Well, that's on me. I should have figured. That's on me. Anyways. Come on, you don't remember the booty? General Booty? When was the last Bengals QB? Joe Flacco, Burrow, Browning, Dalton. Tua is Hawaiian, yeah. There's someone. Damn it. It's not Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's the whitest quarterback in NFL history. He's half of the rock. Damn, what was the last black Bengals quarterback? There's like someone on my mind. What's his name? Oh God, it's not Tyrod. Tavares Jackson? Josh Johnson. There we go. Did Tavares Jackson play on the Bengals? Shout out if you know Tavares Jackson. Drop a like if you know who Tavares Jackson is. I don't even know if I'm spelling this right. It might be Tavarius. What the hell's his name then? Am I blanking out here? Did I make that guy up? John's here. I just searched Jackson. That's never going to narrow it down. You guys know what I'm talking about, right, though? That one player? Terrell Price, Jason Campbell. There you go. Damn, what was that guy's name? God damn. Oh, man. I knew it. Tavares Jackson. I knew it. I don't think he played for the Bengals, though. Vikings. Oh, this is the least efficient way to do this. Seahawks, Bills, Seahawks. All right, never Bengals. I was close to the B, but that doesn't really count. Yeah. One of my favorite Madden players, by the way. This guy was so fun to develop. Okay. T-Jack was on the Vikings, then Seahawks. Yeah, there you go. Wait, he died? Wait, what? Wait, Tavares Jackson's dead? What? What? What the hell? Well, this sucks. Jeez. I know he died. What? Married with 3 kids, charged with aggravated assault. Well, that's not good. After the arrest, Jackson publicly stated he lacked the money to afford an attorney. Well, at least, you know, the state will give him one. Killed in a car crash, 9 days. I wish I'd never looked this up. I wish I'd never brought this up now. Jeez. Well, rest in peace, Tavares Jackson. Clearly, he didn't go out super clean. But, I mean, damn it. He had been driving 70 miles per hour in a 30 and was wearing a seat. Thanks, Wikipedia. Thanks for the inclusion. He was wearing a seatbelt, but it wasn't enough. Oh, man. That sucks. Change to the Nintendo theme. I don't want to talk about this anymore. That sucks. All right. So I got kind of sad when I randomly remember. Dwayne Haskins dying sucks. Dwayne Haskins passing away super young. I mean, everybody dying young sucks, but when Dwayne Haskins died, I was like, damn. I want him to be a Giant. I really did. I thought Dwayne Haskins was going to be better than Dan Jones, and I guess I was wrong, but, you know. How did you not know that? Because I'm not, like, following the obituary of the NFL. Like, so, I don't know if Muhammad's still in here. Muhammad texted me. He texted me when Jerry West died because I'm a Lakers fan. He's like, man, sorry for your loss, Jerry West. I was like, I don't care. Jerry West was like 80. I don't care. Like, okay, if you die after 75, rest in peace. Not saying any disrespectful thing, but like, I'm not going to cry over it, you know? Especially if it's like natural causes. Lived a full life. Death is a part of life. Everyone, guys, hot take here. One day I will die. And everybody in this chat, it sucks to say, will die as well. Hopefully it's not soon. But I'm just saying, like, death is inevitable. And that sucks to say. I don't know how we got on this death talk. Tavares Jackson, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, if it's a public figure that's over 75, like Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney dies, I'm like, okay, keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. I'm not gonna celebrate. I'm like, all right, moving on. Life goes on, you know what I mean? Anyways. Hank thought the seatbelt thing was funny too. One of the saddest things is whenever Steve McNair comes to mind. Yeah, man, that's another one. Steve McNair, Walter Payton, of course. Other players have died as well. Demaryius Thomas, which again, Giants fans looked like such assholes when we played the Broncos, but then again, screw the Broncos. My stream delay is so bad. That must be tough for this conversation, Ann. I don't know how about you guys, but I plan on living forever. Oh, Dwayne Haskins was dyslexic. Wasn't diagnosed until he got to Washington. Gee, but this is going to be a dumb question. Does dyslexia? I'm sure dyslexia hurts you when you're trying to learn the playbook. But does it hurt like processing? I guess if you don't know the plays, you can't process the game as well. So yeah, that sucks. Can't have a dyslexic quarterback. Well, no, Terry Bradshaw was dyslexic. No, Terry Bradshaw I think he was dyslexic. I remember hearing that. Terry Bradshaw, dyslexic. Of course, he didn't really have to worry too much about throwing the ball. He could just hand it off to Franco Harris, another player who died. Not officially diagnosed, but it's sometimes mentioned in his context with his struggles with academics and his ADHD. Hey, man, same. Me and Terry, maybe you and I aren't so different after. How old is Terry Bradshaw? Terry Bradshaw, he's definitely in his 70s. 77. I'm not saying I want Terry Bradshaw to die, but he is at the threshold where it's like, that's a full life. 4 Super Bowls. I'm moving on. Just saying. We fell for the New York Bone and Raised storyline for Haskins. Yeah, and Stephen A said he was mobile, which was complete horseshit. I had a friend that listened to the rapper Speaker Knockers for 10 years waiting for a new album, not knowing he was dead. That's kind of funny. That's kind of hilarious. I'm sorry, that's funny. Vikings players die all the time. T-Jack, that guy who died in training camp early 2000s. Kyrie Jackson, that's a good point. Vikings do kind of go through it. Vikings don't have the best luck. That does suck. On the field, at least. Hot take, people die. Exactly, yeah. We have to face our own mortality. NBA news, the Pacers are in trouble now. They have so many injuries that they suck. They need Hallie back. They need Hallie. I want a white boy. AOC and Minshew were fun. Card, the GOAT, Gino, just depressing. Watching a man ruin his career. Give me white boys. I believe in Ty. There you go. Ty Simpson's going to walk across the draft. I'm telling you, man. He's going to walk across the draft stage, and at least 50 people on this earth are going to be like, damn, thought he was black. I'm telling you. I won't die until the Vikings win the Super Bowl, and since it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon, I guess I'm immortal. That's how I feel about the Giants. Give me one more before I die. I started watching football in 2012. Give me one before I die. One. That's all I want. Give me one, and I'll never complain about this stupid team again. How are you at Ohio State and nobody figures that out? Well, is Ohio State like some crazy academic school? I feel like they've got some easier classes for athletes. Like, I'm sure he wasn't taking like physics courses. Could be wrong with that. What major was Dwayne Haskins? This is important. What major was Dwayne Haskins? That tracks. Journalism, yeah, so yeah, that tracks. So I don't think dyslexia would have mattered. Two-time academic all Big Ten conference honoree. Academic, no damn. Okay, so he probably had a good GPA. Let's see if we can look this up. What was Dwayne Haskins' GPA? Yeah, but is that public knowledge? 3.5. Wait, he wasn't defensive end. Wait, hold on, what? See, thanks a lot. Every time, man. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it off for this website. Whatever. To hell with it. To hell with it, CBS. You win. You win, CBS. This one time, you win. Jeez. Now we gotta listen to these dumb idiots. Okay. National Player of the Week. Okay, I guess we're not gonna see the GPA. Hey, there he is. Look at this. Freshman of the Week. Who would have thought? I wonder what's gonna happen with this guy. And then, you know, there's the people in Irvine are loving Martha Stewart's meal kit. I'm sure they are. We had the 3.0 GPA. Scholar athletes. Okay. Whatever. Sure. Okay, I guess we'll never know Dwayne Haskins' GPA. Oh, gee. Well, there you go. Okay. 3.4 at Ohio State. 3.5 at Bullis High School. 3.4. There you go. Simple. I'm mad about that. I'm going to turn on ads later with CBS. Gladney too, right? Jeez. Gladney as well. You're the only one, Hunna. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. I thought it. There's a myth that there's a Chargers curse because 90% of their last Super Bowl appearance team started dying in the years after. The Chargers curse is picking them as your favorite team, but that does sound kind of creepy. I kind of want to look that up, actually. Chargers curse. I'm sure something that's not this will come up. A supposed curse on the 1994 Super Bowl team. Wow, okay. 8 players on the team died. Junior Seau, that one sucked. All this sucks. I'm not like comparing deaths here. Like Junior Seau dying sucks. Sean Lee is whatever. No, like all of it sucks. That's a damn shame. I did not know that. But Junior Seau is definitely the most published one. Why are the Chargers a curse? God damn, right, man. Talking about death. Not what I had on the card for tonight. There's a myth. There's a Chargers fan. I told you guys about the Chargers fan. About the first football game I ever went to. The train on the way back got delayed because some Chargers fan laid on the tracks because they lost a regular season game. Pretty sure a dude got ran over by a literal train, blood all over the place. I was young, but that's pretty much what I remember from the evening. I think Gronk is just based off... wait a minute, I missed a few. Chris Henry... brother died from falling out of a pickup truck. That's insane how life is. Dude, yeah. One time I hung my head out the window and cars were driving by. I was like, man, imagine a car just like smoked me and took my head off. That's scary. Death is crazy. Death is crazy. You can clip that if you want. Well, dyslexia is mostly reading, so in theory here fine. Well, yeah, okay. So maybe that, I don't think that was his problem with being a quarterback. I think there were a few other problems. The Grok is just basing off him hearing try to read on his podcast. And Gronk, yeah, Gronk's still learning his ABCs, probably. Give me one playoff win before I die. That's not crazy, Otis. Didn't Derek Carr almost get one? No, Derek Carr got hurt that one year. That could have been the year for the Raiders. That was wide open and free. What's with the caps lock search? It's my signature, and I always forget to turn it off. It's because when I do hashtags for the stream, I put them in caps lock because it's my handle. And I figured, you know, I'll leave the caps lock. I don't turn it off. But I prefer it because I'm such a bad typer. So caps lock just makes me feel like I'm, you know, it is what it is. CT, man, it's sad. No, seriously. CT is sad. AB, his life's over, I think. Did AB get convicted on the attempted murder? Let's see. Again, I thought we were going to talk about the Jets game, but the Jets suck, in case you forgot. And Drake May's going to win MVP. An event hosted by Aiden Ross. Well, that's not a surprise. Eesh. The set to charge is not... Okay, so enter not guilty plea. Okay. Jury's still out. Released from county jail. Exit with attorney caught on video. He is once again a free man. He was posted bond. Shout out hashtag Mac Hollins. Should we watch this? Alright, fuck it. Yeah, let's watch this. I'm just curious. Curious what AB is up to. getting food. Did we need to leave this in? Him getting a burrito? Did we need to leave this in, TMZ Sports?
What'd you order? What's good?
What'd you order?
You have your ankle bracelet on?
Can someone ask him a real question? Well, I'm glad we watched that. We got 2 questions from that. What'd you order and do you have your ankle bracelet on? Nice. Journalism. One more time. What'd you order?
What'd you order? What's good?
What'd you order? What's good? I'm getting lunch after this. I'm curious. You just posted bail on an attempted murder charge. What's good here? Is this a good food truck? I'm thinking about getting tacos, but I'm not sure. I could go to the burger place down the road. Is the taco truck outside of the county jail good? What's good here? And Volux is leaving. What are these questions? Oh, or it's just saying goodnight, Chris. Something. All right, Chris is leaving. Chris, good night, man. I'm sorry I didn't see that. Wait, he just mentioned that. Still think a stunt by Chargers marketing made people think they have diehard fans. Did he lay on the tracks? They stopped the train, they run him over, they shut down the station or something? No, man. The train was what I'm assuming happened, because my train was stopped. What I think happened was they said that someone was on the tracks and got ran over. And they didn't say it was a Chargers fan, but it was on the way back from Qualcomm, rest in peace, Qualcomm Stadium. So I'm assuming, I don't think it was just some guy who was just like, it's Monday, I'm going to, end my life. I think because it was a tough loss. The Chargers blew a 21-0 lead to Peyton Manning. So he laid on the tracks. So I think the train ahead of me rolled this guy, and then I had to stop while they cleaned up blood off the tracks. YouTube's not gonna like that little rant. Shout out Matt Collins. Ocho was talking about AB on the show. It's sad because he feels like he failed as a big brother. They were super close before he started crashing out. Ocho, I feel like, is the good. I don't want to say this, but I feel like he's the good CTE, Ocho's hilarious. He may promote gambling sites, and he may have a little bit of a troubled past, but he can own it. He can acknowledge it. Ocho's hilarious. He's one of my favorite athletes, dude. He's so funny. Let's just forget the whole thing he did with that woman. Let's just move on from that, yeah? We're thinking about Super Bowls. Derek Carr breaks his leg. I'm crying at 10 seasons over that loss to the Texans in first. Carr never turns to form. Yeah, that was tough. Prime Derek Carr. We'll tell our kids about that one. He knew him since AB was in high school. Jesus. Didn't know that. AB has a hell of a story, too. He was kind of a screw up in high school, if you can believe that. And then he had to go to Central Florida, I think it was. Central Florida. He tore it up. 6th-round pick. Let's just look up the Antonio Brown wiki. Why not? Since we're here. These questions were so funny, though. That made me laugh. What's good here, AB? Your ankle bracelet on? What are these questions? Yeah, okay. So, AB, yeah, okay. Central Michigan, my bad. Not Central Florida. Central Michigan. Twice earning first-team All-American honors as a punt returner, drafted in the 6th round in 2010. Whoops, why'd I do that? Why'd I click on the external links? Didn't know his middle name was Tavares. That's interesting. ATB, senior. 7 Pro Bowl selections, 6 consecutive, and 4 consecutive first-team All-Pro selections. That's what I mean. Peak AB was sick. Then he went to the Raiders. That was a disaster. Then he went to the Patriots, and that was a disaster because, that. And also he just, didn't mesh well with the Patriot culture. Then he went to Tampa. He won a Super Bowl, and then he was released the following season after leaving a field during the game. I'm sure you all remember that. He was the majority owner of the Albany Empire Arena team, a tenure that saw the team fold the same year, go under. Let me see if Chad's on here. Let's see. Chad. Nope. Damn it. Maybe Ocho. Protocol. Nope, nothing. Out of luck. Yeah, you guys know the AB story, but yeah, that's a little context. Yeah, the Vontez Perfect thing, they definitely let that. Yeah, what'd you order over there, bud? Yeah, seriously. Yeah, man, what'd you get? To be fair, I would ask about the tacos first. Just get the tacos! You get one question with AB. Just buy the stupid tacos and find out for yourself. Like the stream. Good night, Ann. Yeah, like the stream. Like the stream if you haven't already. Ann Volux just told you to. I can see the Rams trading for Anthony Richardson. Keep your ass in there. What if the... Hold the phone. What if the Raiders traded for AR? Hello? I'm so down. Are you serious? Get AR in black and gray, silver and black, whatever. That would be sick, and he feels like a Raider. He feels more like an Al Davis Raider, but he does feel like a Raider, if that makes sense. One of the best moments of my life was at AB Patriots game. In all honesty, it was probably better than winning Super Bowl 53. Was that the Falcons one? I'm sure the Super Bowl 53 was a sweat if you're talking about the Falcons one. A lot of the Patriots Super Bowls are sweats, honestly. Oh, well, yeah, that game sucked. I always forget about this game. This one sucked. But the Seahawks game was crazy. Falcons game was crazy. This one was a complete snooze. I can't believe the NFL like televised this one. AB went to Central Michigan. Yes, he did. Vontae's perfect hit changed AB. You never used to hear him get in trouble like that until after the hit. Well, I mean, we read this actual. Well, I guess that was the Raiders thing. Yeah. Again, he was kind of a screw up in high school, but I don't think it was like to attempted murder levels. So yeah, the CTE definitely didn't help. Thanks a lot, Vontae's perfect. Piece of garbage. Pretty sure AB's dad was the greatest arena ball players ever. Well, we're Googling everything tonight. Oh, shoot. I got to do the team rankings. We're like over an hour in this. Jesus, I got to do I forgot to do Hunter's Hill team ranking. Okay. Antonio Brown, dad. Really quick. Eddie Brown. Looks like arena football player off the rim. Nickname Touchdown. That's a sick. Touchdown. Obviously, that's like the simplest nickname you could give a football player. That's cool, though. Call me Touchdown. That's cool. I like that. Albany Firebirds. I think that's the team that AB bought. Makes sense. Peak AB was the most unguardable wide receiver of all time, if you ask me. I agree. I'm turning this music down. I agree. Peak AB was sick. Like, one of my favorites. Like, you guys are going to hate this take, especially American's Dragon Disciple, but I don't care. I prefer AB's peak to Julio Jones. Sorry. That's the way it's going to be. I prefer peak AB to peak Julio Jones. And I prefer peak Odell over both of them. But, yeah. Peak AB was sick. Touchdown Brown. I like that. That makes sense. That's a lot better than just touchdown. Antonio Touchdown. Oh, wait. Eddie Touchdown Brown. I thought his name was Antonio. The Antonio lineage continues on. All right, let's do the tiers. Unless anyone else has something to say, which, again, we can converse about. Fuck, I'll give me Julio any day of the week. Yeah, I don't care. I knew you guys would hate that take. Don't care. Don't care. Don't want to. Megatron's most unguardable ever. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Megatron was sick. We're comparing Julio Jones' stats really quick. Julio Jones. And we're getting AB up. Actually, I guess Antonio Brown. AB attempted murder. I don't know why I find that funny. It wouldn't be funny if it was because successful. But attempted's kind of hilarious. There we go. Okay. All right. We're just going to look at the stats really quick. Okay. Receiving. Let's go 2013 to 2018, right? 1400, pretty much 1700, 1830, 1200, almost 13, 1530. Pro Bowl seasons and all these. I'm assuming NFL lead there, NFL lead there, NFL lead there. I'm assuming the bolded numbers are NFL leads. And he was also a touchdown machine. Where, look, 8, 13, 10, 15. 15 touchdowns in one season. Get out of here, Julio. Yeah, just less impressive. Same stretch. Really good. I'm not saying Julio's not good. Receptions. That 1,800-yard season is sick. But he never broke 10 touchdowns other than in 2012. But, like, this is his peak, I'd consider it. Maybe this from here, because he got hurt, I guess, in 2013. Maybe a longer peak, but peak, man. I didn't watch Peak TO. Peak TO is probably sick. I am completely with you, but I didn't watch Peak TO. I'm going AB. I'm going AB. Don't care. I'm rolling with it. I'm taking AB's peak, stats-wise and eye test-wise. Just more impressive. And more touchdown. Like, come on. Just a better average here across the board. AB, yes. Odell, I have to contend. I'm rolling with Odell. You can't... Dude, a video... I'll tell you, man. I consider myself a pretty level-headed individual. But I see an Odell Beckham edit on Instagram. I, almost cry. I actually almost cry. There's this video. I'm going to pull it up now. I'm going to pull it up. I'm so distracted tonight, but it's been too long. I haven't streamed since Monday. I missed you guys. I got to pull up this video because I was thinking about this and I was like, oh my God, I still want to talk about the Prime Vision. I have so much to say tonight. Okay. Let me just pull up this video real quick. We'll continue this wide receiver talk. I got everything lined up though. This video right here. This right here. I almost started crying. Think about what this represents. Think about it. These two should have been amazing, but injuries cut them short. MetLife Stadium cut them short. Victor Cruz, Odell Beckham. They could have owned the world. They could have owned New York City. They were sick. But Victor Cruz's career got sideswiped by injuries. Same with Odell. But imagine peak Victor Cruz, peak Odell Beckham Jr. on the same team with David Wilson taking carries? Come on. Damn. Oh man, I see this video and I almost want to cry. Anyways, yeah, I'm rolling. Well, I guess we'll pull up Odell real quick. Again, I don't even care about the stats. Odell Beckham was just electric on the field, but the stats were sick. Not as sick as AB or Julio, but this is rookie season, dude. Rookie season, 13 out of the box. 1305, 12 tubs, 1450, 13 tubs, 1367, 67, 10 tubs. Then he gets hurt. Then bounces back, 1,000-yard season again. It's not as impressive stats-wise, but I don't care. I will always love Odell. Don't get me started on Hakeem Nicks. Throw Hakeem Nicks in there. Exactly. Exactly. Man, the Giants have had so much talent in that building, and we do jack shit with it. I mean, Hakeem Nicks won a Super Bowl, but still. Oh, man. Okay. Megatron could be guarded. It didn't matter. AB was always open. Ah, fair enough. JJ McCarthy's trash, by the way. Okay. Fair enough, Jeff. My fave peaks TO. Top 5 painful Raiders games. So this is, it's only 5. Week 7, 2025 at Chiefs. That's 5, really. Week 10, 2025 at Broncos, 10-7. 2017 wild card at Texans. I'm still laughing. 2 2025 games. It's, week 13, 2024 at Chiefs. AOC. Oh my God, that was a heartbreaker. That was a heartbreaker. The Raiders should have won that one. Week 16, 2016 versus Colts. Carr breaks his leg. Damn it. Hey, but at least the Mac Jones game, the Raiders have that one. When Chandler Jones stiff-armed Mac Jones through the stadium to score that touchdown. That was sick. We didn't go to Julio in the red zone because we had Tony G. Tony G, best tight end in history. I will fight anyone on that. But I get that. AB has the numbers. Odell had the eye test and the cool catches. Don't care. Hakeem Nicks extremely underrated. Agreed. Speaking of wide receivers, it's not talked about enough how great Jerry Rice was in his later years. Oh yeah. But again, I think everybody mutually understands Jerry Rice, greatest wide receiver to ever do it. His longevity, especially in the 90s and 2000s, is crazy. The fact that he played in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s is nuts. He was in the Tuck Rule game. I can't believe that. Like, my God. Randy Moss, 3 catches, 180 yards, 3 touchdown game comes to mind. Randy Moss, hot take, another good wide receiver. Okay. Here, we got to do teams now. We got to do teams. I'll be quick with this one because I really do want to talk about the Prime Vision thing. Because I took notes. Oh, and by the way, guys, let me just say really quick. We'll do the halftime Hinge update on Sunday. Let me say this. That girl that I've been going on dates with, we didn't end up hanging out on Monday. Dude, I don't want to move forward. I just don't want to. I don't want to renew the contract. All right. Welcome to post Thursday Night Football. We will just include the Patriots and the Jets here because they're not really going to move much. Hunter's Hill. Post week 10, 11? In between week 10 and week 11. Hunter's Hill. 40-year-old Jerry. All right, we're looking up Jerry Rice. I got to confirm. Sorry for hitting my mic there. There's no way he had 1,000 yards. I mean, there is way, but I want to confirm. 2004. That's crazy. Almost 20 seasons. Nicknamed the GOAT. World or Flash 80. Flash 80. So look at that. Look at all the stars, man. Jeez. Yeah. He made a Pro Bowl in 2002. Man, the fact that I was alive for Jerry Rice, nutty. Could have watched him play. Could have went to a game. Was it 4th down or did a sack ruin the drive? Did I miss something? It wasn't grippy. Wait. 40-year-old Jerry burning 23-year-olds on go routes is insane. Like how? No, I do agree. That was insane. Was it 4th down or did a sack ruin the drive? Wait, what are we talking about? I may have missed that. Jerry Rice, the Kobe wide receivers. Megatron's the Braun of wide receivers. T.O.'s the Kobe. Moss the Steph. OBJ's the Iverson. Wow. I got nothing to say. I'm just pitting that. It's perfect. It's perfect. Why not? So crazy just might work. Ew, why is the bar in the... Oh, God. Why is the scroll bar in it? Whatever. Okay. Anyways. Okay. We might make some tears here. Might make some tears. Okay. Hunna's Hill. That was reference. Oh, was it 4th down into the sack ruin the drive? Oh, Jesus. Okay, stream delay. How do I put this? You know, in the Titans game, Ann's still here, right? You know, in the Titans game when there was an interception, I think Ann left actually. There's the interception against the Cardinals, in a pick and then fumble. And then they ended up scoring. Imagine that, but okay, no, better one. Week 1, Saints Falcons, right? It's 4th and 1. Penix scrambles out and reaches for the end zone, fumbles it, but it goes into the end zone, and you're like, oh my God, the Falcons lost. Turns out his knee was down, but it was in the right spot to get the first down, but not enough to get the touchdown. I will give a full update on Sunday, so tune in for that. But that is the 4-1-1. No grip. It wasn't grippy. Oh, boy. Just a bummer. Didn't score, didn't turn the ball of rundowns. Not a fun time. Whatever. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. Saints won, right? Yeah, the Saints won. I'm not going to say the Saints aren't really bad, but I'm moving them up here. Dolphins, they beat the Bills. Got to give them credit where it's due. Raiders, they lost, right? Kind of speed running this. The Raiders lost, right? I mean, that's kind of... Yeah, they did. 7-10, that's right. Raiders are moving down. Right there. Sorry, Otis, but I don't think you're going to be that mad about it. Okay. Bengals, now that Joe Burrow's coming back, I'm going to put them in underperforming because I just believe in them long term. They could move up to mid and lame. Hell, maybe even contenders, but for now, we'll leave them there. The Jacoby Brissett experiment didn't work, so we'll move the Cardinals down, right? I hate Washington, so we're going to keep them right there. The Browns lost to the Jets, so they're going to move down, unfortunately. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I hate the stupid Commanders, but whatever. The Commanders could win every game for the rest of the season. I hate them. Just because they're lame. They're just lame. They're bad and lame at the same time. Okay. Chargers won, so I guess okay, we're doing mid and lame now. I'm going to go back. Actually, I'm going to go back to front here. Okay. Bengals will stick. Falcons. Did the Falcons win? God, I really should remember this better. Did the Falcons win? I feel like they did not. They didn't. But it was a close game against the contender Colts. I remember that now. The Berlin game. Let me just do like a quick scan through all this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, geez, that's right. Okay. All right. Now I'm caught up. The football streamer remembers what happened last week. Okay. Okay. So the Texans, look, they put up a fight. They came back. They beat the Jags. I still don't care. I refuse to give this Davis Mills team any credit. Cowboys run by. Can't move them, unfortunately. The Falcons, again, they put up a good fight. And they didn't lose. They didn't win, so I can't move them. I guess I'll move the Texans up. Sure, why not? Sure. Panthers are moving down to here. To there. Did Muhammad pick the Commanders despite... Nah! Muhammad, he was like, should I pick the Commanders? I was like, honestly, JD5 is a good quarterback, I guess. It's not like... No one's going to call you a bandwagoner for picking the Commanders. So I'm like, you know what? To hell with it. Sure, pick the stupid Commanders. It's like, you just can't pick an NFL team. Hank's leaving night, Hannah. What, because I put the Saints in really bad? Jags got to drive. They will. Don't worry, they will. Yeah, it's going to get a lot more juicy. And I got to move the Chargers up. There it is. All right, I think this is about chalk. All right. Bears. They keep finding ways to win games. I'm not impressed by how they performed against the Giants, but I'm certainly not going to say they underperformed. It sucks. Don't want to disrespect John. But genuinely... They won, and these teams didn't. Moving the Bears up. Moving the Chargers up as well, to ahead of the Bears. Vikings. They're moving back down to underperforming. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. They are underperforming. That's just the way it is. JJ McCarthy is Harvey Dent. He's two-faced. Niners. Screw the Niners. That game against the Rams made me want to tear my eyes out. Screw the Niners. They're going right there. The Mac Jones thing is over, and I don't think Brock Purdy is the answer either. The Steelers are unbearable. I will not watch them, and I refuse to give them their respect. Is this an overcorrection? Maybe, but I'm putting them right there. Putting them right there. Do not care. That primetime game stunk, and I'm not having it. We got to make another tier. We got to make another tier. Underperforming. We got to make another tier because the Jags are moving down too. Jags are moving down too. The Vikings should have kept Sam Darnold or Dan Jones. Well, they were too cowardly to play Dan Jones in the playoffs, so maybe not. You got to roll with Jage. If you trade up and take him, you got to roll with Jage. What should I name this tier between underperforming and not good? Mid and bad? Like what do we call this one? You guys let me know what I should call this one. Sure. 49ers are overperforming with their injuries. Kyle Shanahan and Mac Jones has that team rolling. Don't care. That game sucked. That game sucked. The Niners pissed me off. They beat the Giants, but they get no credit for that one. Underperforming. Maybe just like mid and bad. I'm just thinking mid and bad for now. You guys let me know. I'm sure someone will have a better idea. Mid and bad. Because now we got some teams. There we go. Done. Simple. Red zone teams. Well, I mean, I wouldn't qualify the Panthers as a red zone team. I'd say like game script teams, right? Like these teams need a good game script. That's what I'd say. Like game script warriors. Like when you think about it, it's like honestly, if the Panthers can win if Rico Dowdle can run the ball. The Falcons can win if they can, you know, not go behind. If the Falcons can win if they can score more points than the other team. How about that? That's my hot take of the night. The Falcons will win if they score more points than the other team when the clock hits zeros. Yeah. It sucks that the Jags are not underperforming though. We're making another tier. I'm bored. Not bored, but like I want to spice things up a little bit. And I know exactly what we're calling this one. I wish Tier Maker had more colors. I really do. Yeah, we'll go with this one. There you go. Gale. Why is it red? Can I like Gale? There we go. Gale. Done. Done and done. It's pissing me off. Hold on. There. Got it. Cool. Perfect. I was surprised Devin Singletary had that big run, along with the rest of us, honestly. Honestly, along with the rest of us. Anytime Devin Singletary gets past the line of scrimmage, I'm jaws on the floor. All right. People aren't going to like this one. We're moving up to the more interesting ones. Okay. Colts, calling them contenders. Okay, we'll call them contenders. Broncos, they're better than the stupid Bears. I'll give them credit. Packers, sick of them. Mid and lame. I'm sick of them. Eagles. I'm not going to drop the Eagles to mid and lame. I'm not. But I'm sick of watching them, so I'm moving them to the end of this tier. I've had it. Colts are sticking. Ravens are sticking. Seahawks, congrats. You're moving up to Super Bowl or bust. I'll say it. If the Seahawks don't win a Super Bowl, this season is a failure. Drop a like if you haven't already. Seahawks, Super Bowl or bust. Call it. Okay, Tampa. Tampa's on a bit of a skid now. Tampa lost to the Patriots, so I can't in good faith put Tampa in Super Bowl or bust anymore. They're contenders. I'm rooting for them. Let's do it. Let's do it, Pats. Why not? We're going to move the Bills down as well. Don't worry. The Rams won, and handedly. The Lions won, I think. Yes. Yes, they did. By a hefty sum, mind you. They poured it on. Wrong tab. They poured it on. I'll move the Lions to Super Bowl or bust, but not ahead of the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are sneaky good. Rams. Top of Super Bowl or bust. Not even going to try and sell that. Just is. Chiefs are 500, right? What is the Chiefs record? They were on bye. What, like, are the Chiefs 500? I believe they are. 5-4. They're a game above 500. I'm not putting I know I had them last week. That was stupid. They're contenders. They're good. They're the Chiefs. But like, no, that was dumb. Bills lost to the Dolphins. So, yep, they're moving down too. Yup. That's right. And that's all I got for now. How do we like that? All right, you guys let me know. How do we feel about this? I think this is a pretty solid and steady list. In fact, it's pretty good, honestly. But you guys let me know. Top 5 best Raiders games. Week 18 versus Chargers clinch playoffs. That was funny. The tie game. That was a hell of a game. Week 13 versus the Bills 6-game win streak. Nice to reminisce. 2016 Week 15 versus Chargers clinch playoffs. Week 15 Chargers 63-21. That was a fun one too. 2023 Christmas was electric too. I don't know about them Lions. PK, welcome to the chat. What do you think? Really? Mahi likes it. Where were you putting him, PK? Welcome to the chat, man. This is where we're at. Giants are going to stay at the bottom. No one's ever going to fight me on that one. Giants are staying at the bottom. We got the Gale tier. We got mid and lame. I think mid and lame is perfect. I want to put Philly there so bad. Just because those Chiefs and Vikings games. Ah, damn. That is true. That is a good point. They did lose to the Chiefs. They did lose to the Vikings. And hell, they did. Well, the Chiefs lost to the Jags. We can play that game. We can. But I mean, they can run the damn ball. They are, if anything, they're game script dependent as all hell. But if the Seahawks are Super Bowl or bust, like I know I'm moving the goalposts here, but I don't know. I just feel like if the Lions played the Dolphins, they'd win. If the Lions played the Jags, they'd win. If the Lions played the Patriots, I think it would be more competitive. Well, the Bucs game was fine. Ah! Damn it. I don't know. Rams at the top. Why not Patriots at 2? I think the Patriots are damn good. Sam Darnold MVP run. Let's do it. I don't know about the Lions. They kick bad teams' ass, but fold so easily. Yeah. This week's a real test for the Lions. They're fine at top for now. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. The Lions have a pretty tough one this week. I'm acting like I'm just agreeing with you. I forgot what game they have. I did not look at this. The Giants. Okay, that's next week. I'm like, yeah, right. That's gonna be free. That's right. They have Philly. They have Philly. If Philly loses, I'm moving them down to underperforming. Don't care. Do not care. Raiders ruined Connor Cook's career at a playoff game for his first NFL start. Yeah, but Connor Cook was awesome. Damn, that's a good point. Yeah, okay. Super Bowl, but okay. If we are talking about this season, the Lions are the only team on here where it's like if they don't win the Super Bowl, it's gonna feel like a failure. Like if like genuinely, the Seahawks, Patriots, and Rams maybe, but like Super Bowl or bust, I'm throwing that around pretty loosely. Lombardi's calling, and you know, I'm the same guy that had the Colts up here 2 weeks ago. Okay, so we'll play our cards right. Again, should we move the Colts higher? The Dan Jones Colts. I feel like this is about perfect. I'm gonna stick Lions there. If they lose to Philly, that's gonna suck. I think they're gonna win. Oh my god, I have to do my picks as well. Jesus. Jameis Winston 500 yards incoming. Yeah, PK. What team you got, pal? Is it Giants? You a Giants fan, PK? Have you been in the stream before, PK? I may be wrong about that one. I'm not sure. We're doing fan bingo, trying to figure out what everyone's team is. We've got a few Giants fans around here. But, you know, always welcoming new ones. New people to suffer together. Not going to do much with Choke Artist. Move Bills down. What? Maybe down within this tier, but the Bills are good. They had a bad game. They had a bad divisional showing in Miami. They went out partying too hard. Miami's really got to do more with that home field advantage. Everybody sucks when they're in Miami. It's true. Pats fan. All right. You and Mahi, I guess. Well, congrats on the dub tonight. Travion Henderson has arrived. Drake May for MVP. I should put, man, I want to put Drake May. My fingers aren't going to go that far. I want to put Drake May in the best tier, but Stafford is just, right now, Stafford has locked that spot. I'm just waiting for Stafford to have a bad game. We're moving Drake May to best QB. But that's where we're at. So, all right. Well, I think we're going to stick with this. I think we're going to stick because I got to do my bets as well. And we're getting to an hour and a half in this stream and it's getting late. We should give Chad Ryland a ring if we win the Super Bowl with May. Maybe. Chad Ryland. That's our guy. Who doesn't love Chad Ryland? Who's this Borealis guy? And he missed that one kick. Yeah. All right. That was a weird kick he missed. Okay, let's do our bets. Let's do our bets. The Hunna's locks. Hunna's locks. We're picking with the spreads. And I got to talk about the fantasy vision or the prime vision as well. Where are we at here? Sportsbook. Again, don't condone sports betting, but I like looking at odds. I feel like I have to say that every time. Matthew Stafford's games have been crazy. I want to move him down, but it's just tough. Okay, we'll try and do this pretty quick. Okay, Commanders, Dolphins. God, this game's going to suck. I'm going to go Dolphins, home field advantage. JD5 is out. Dolphins are feeling good after that Bills game. Let's do it. Packers, Giants. I'm picking the Giants. Normally I say people posting ice memes after his first missed kick since week 2. Patriots fans are ruthless. Pats fans are absolutely ruthless, man. I'm getting hungry. Normally I say I would never actually pick the Giants, but in this week I actually like the Giants a lot. At home, Jameis Winston. The Packers are ice cold, if we're being honest. I got a good feeling about this one. I will be streaming it, so PK, if you're new around here, we stream during Sundays as well. I'll be streaming it, so pop on in. Say what's up. Giants are going to win. I'm confident. I don't want them to. Tanking's for losers, but I don't really see the point of winning with Jameis, but sure, vibes, why not? Sure. With interim head coach, why not? Interim coach boost. Bucks, oh, this is a tough one. Interim coach effect, exactly. Bucks, Bills, damn. 5.5 feels like a lot. The Bills are good. I think the Bills will win outright, but I like 5.5 for Tampa. I like that action. Bucks 5.5 kind of feels like a trap, but I'm gonna stick with it. 5.5 Bucks. Why am I yawning? 5.5 Bucks. Okay, that's how much I have in my wallet. 5.5 Bucks. All right. Texans, Titans. Bills do need this one. They do, but I don't think they're gonna win. I don't think they're gonna pour it on. We always beat the Packers. Exactly, the DeVito game. Exactly. Texans, Titans. Ann Volix, which I don't think he's here anymore, but Ann Volix has talked so much shit on the Titans. And I don't know, man. I'm the guy that said the Titans lose every game before the season starts. I think they're gonna cover. I called it against the Chargers game. They covered against the Chargers. I'm calling it again. Titans to cover. You can call me fair weather. I don't care. Didn't DeVito beat them? DeVito did beat them. Now he's a Patriot. So there you go, PK. Thanks for taking him from us. Thanks, Mahi. Guys. And we cut him, so you had to, but still, annoyed us. I wish we just cut stupid Russ. Bengals, Steelers. Joe Flacco won last time. Games in Pittsburgh. Joe Burrow coming back. Vibes should be high. Just because Joe Burrow does seem like he's going to come back high, I think this Bengals team is going to play with some juice. Dare I say, Shamar Stewart gets a sack, maybe? Going Bengals. Purely vibes. Davis Mills legacy game incoming, maybe. But I'm hooked. I'm hooked on the Titans. I can't quit. It's the drug I can't quit. Picking the Titans. Chargers, Jags. Screw the Chargers. I'm going Jags. For Gale. I hate the stupid Chargers, man. I really do. They're one of my least favorite teams in football, which is crazy because I'm a Giants fan, but I hate the stupid Chargers. California native. Every Chargers fan I know is a total cuck. I'm sick of it. DeVito game, the London game, the London game. I forgot about the London game, the playoff games. To be fair, we did lose the boat game against the Packers. But you're right. I forgot about the London game. That London game was electric. I remember one of my favorite football moments in my life. I was at a bachelor party during that game. We were at an Airbnb, and there was this Packers fan there, and I barely knew the guy. And we got up early because we were on the West Coast. It was in Arizona. We got up early. I was making breakfast, kind of watching the game. I was like, the Giants probably won't win. But it was 2022. We were having a good season. I was like, why not? And the game's going on, and like it just kind of struck me. I was like, oh my God. The Giants could win this game. I don't exactly remember the game flow, if we were down the whole time or if we were up for a good amount, but I was like, oh my God, the Giants can win this game. And the Giants took a lead. And the guy who was with me, why did I say it like that? One of the guys at the party was a Packers fan. And this guy's like way older than me, mind you. And he just says out loud, not to me, just says as if the Packers can hear him. He goes, come on, guys, it's the Giants. I'll say it again. Come on, guys, it's the Giants. Come on, guys. It's the stupid Giants. We can't lose to the dumb Giants who were like 6-2 at that point. We can't be that bad to lose to the Giants. And the Giants won. And I think I said, come on, guys, it's the Giants for the rest of the trip. I was talking so much shit. I was like, yeah, that's right. It's the Giants. Go Big Blue. Yeah, so that made me happy. Otis dropped his picks. Miami, Giants, Houston. Well, I don't want to just skew my takes, but yes, Otis is making his picks. Otis doesn't pick with the spreads though, which always bums me out. Ravens and Bengals already in playoff mode. Playoff mode. What is playoff mode for the Bengals though? Lose? Like Bengals aren't good in the playoffs. Same thing with the Ravens. That means they're losing games. Oh, playoff mode is in like they need to win out. Yeah, it's fair actually. They're in the playoff schedule. That's fair. I was that surprised the Jets didn't try and get Davis Mills. He's played decent in his career as a starter. First year he did have receivers. Davis Mills, lifelong Texan, I feel like, which I guess he just likes Houston. I wouldn't be surprised if Davis Mills took a pay cut just to stay in Houston. We put him on the Hunter's Hill, right? Yeah, he's in pretty bad, but you know, sure, why not? He might move up to meh if they win this week. Sure, it's so crazy, it just might work. Davis Mills could never play RB as good as Fields does. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. That was the one time where we were expecting to win, we lost, and it's when no one thinks we're going to win, we do. Exactly, and that's this week. Either way, I think we're going to cover easily. Bears, Vikings. Ooh. Might try playing with spread recently, learned how it works. Oh, yeah. See, it's fun. It's fun because it's like, it adds a little more spice to it. Davis Mills would be 10 times better than Justin Fields. He can't throw over 50 yards. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Bears, Vikings. You know what? I'm going to quote the Broncos owner after the Broncos won their first Super Bowl. This one's for John. I'm taking the Vikings. Nothing like an NFL history reference to get me to make myself laugh. This one's for John. I'm going Vikings. Why not? Panthers, Falcons. I don't know about this one, pal. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If the Panthers can run the ball, they'll win. If they can't, they will lose. It is that simple. Atlanta has a decent defense, but their run defense is kind of porous. It's not great. And the last time the Falcons played the Panthers, it was 30-0 ass whooping. Bryce Young actually got cooking a little bit. 9. Yeah, I'm going with 9. I'm picking 9. Elite reference. Thank you. I'm going 9. All right. I'm going to take the Panthers too. Now I'm feeling good. Now I'm feeling good. Glad you guys got that. Panthers. The Falcons' run defense isn't that great. And last time they played 30-0. I don't care that the game's in Atlanta. Panthers win. Not a far flight. Seahawks, Rams. This is interesting. This week could actually be pretty good. Not a lot of wide spreads. This should be a good week. Hopefully this week isn't like super lame like last week. I'm going to stop saying week now. All right. Seahawks, Rams. Damn. Okay. Otis has the Seahawks taking it. It's in LA, but that doesn't really mean anything. And because of that, I'm going to take the 3-point home advantage the Rams are getting and not factor it in and take the Seahawks spread. I'm not sure if the Seahawks went outright. We took the Jags. We took the Jags. You're damn right we did, you. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but welcome to the chat, you. We took the Jags. We did. And proudly. I hate the stupid Chargers. I do. I mean it. Niners, Cardinals. This is my who cares game of the week, but Brock Purdy's returning. Niners are coming off that ass whooping. Cardinals have been playing way better than they should. Shane Steichen should be fired, but whatever. Not Shane Steichen. Jonathan Gannon should be fired, but whatever. We are going Niners. Not 9. Niners. They should get Jage. That'd be so funny. All right. -3. Niners -3. Okay. Ravens, Browns. This is a trap game, dude. This is a tough one. The Ravens are playing better. And Dylan Gabriel might turn it over 19 times. But because the Browns play good within their division, because the Browns beat the Packers at home, because the Browns have a good defense and the Ravens do not play well when they're a little flustered, I could see the Browns going up early and then holding on to this lead, and whether they win or lose, I think they cover. We're going Browns plus 7.5. If it was 7, I might have thought something else, but we're going 7.5. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Chiefs, Broncos. Easy. We all know how I feel about the Broncos. We are going Chiefs. The Chiefs. I don't hate the Chiefs. Mac Jones, I miss you. Mac Jones would be cool. Mac Jones should retire a Patriot. Like all these like Hall of Fame players, Gronk, they like sign a one-day contract. Mac Jones should sign a one-day contract and retire a Patriot. That'd be so funny. It's in division. Browns could win that game, believe it or not. That's what I mean, Jeff. They could win the game outright, but I think they'll at least compete. Picks with the spread. Otis is throwing it out there. Okay. I'll compare your picks to mine, Otis, and we'll see where we differ. Lions, Eagles. You guys know where I'm going with this one. I hate the Eagles. I don't think they're fun to watch. If Detroit wins, they're Super Bowl or bust. If they lose, this season's a complete throwaway. Lions, they have everything to gain, everything to lose. I like it. Cowboys, Raiders. I like the over more than anything in this game, to be honest with you. But it's Geno in prime time. I don't love the Cowboys. I'm not going to pick with bias here. I like Dallas. But again, if I had to make a bet, gun to my head in this one, I'm taking the over, personally. I hope it's a lot of points. I do. I have George Pickens and Brock Bowers. I hope it's a lot of points. Okay. So, we have, if you're just joining us, Dolphins -2.5. Giants +7 or money line. Buccaneers +5.5. Titans +6. Bengals +5.5. Jags +3. Vikings -3. Panthers +3.5. Seahawks +3. Niners -3. Browns +7.5. Chiefs -3.5. Lions +2.5. And Cowboys -3.5. Let's see it where Otis and I disagree. All right, he picked out an order, man. All right. Miami, okay, we got Cincy, we got Chargers. Yeah, I can't agree with you there. Tampa, I think we got you. Chicago, we disagreed. So much for that, Otis. Houston, I think we agreed on that one, right? Or no, I took the Titans. That's right, I took the Titans. All right, so we're disagreeing on 3 so far. Panthers, we agree on that one. I should have just these like memorized. Giants, we agree on that one. Seahawks, I think we got. Yep. Niners, yep. Ooh, we disagree on the Ravens. All right. Chiefs, we agree. Detroit, chalk. And then Vegas, a little bias there, Otis. I like it. I like the confident bet. But yes, 14 picks. Do I think they're all going to hit? Yeah, of course. Forgot the Dolphins game is in Madrid. Damn, I called it a Dolphins home game. That does change things. Tua on a flight. He's probably got a headache. I don't feel as good about it now. -2.5. Doesn't really count as a home game. Oh, I hate both these teams. Terry McLaurin's out. JD5's out. I'm going to stick with the Dolphins, but not proudly. Please don't bet this game. Please do not bet the overseas games unless you want to bet the under. I think the under is the winning bet there. I really do. I think under 47.5 is the winning bet for this game. Hopefully the Dolphins can run the ball. Anyways, let me do my little screenshots here. That way I can put them up on Sunday. And then we will, I don't know. Oh, there's one. Oh, I got to talk about the Prime Vision. And then we'll get the hell out of here. Because it is getting late and I respect that you guys have shit to do tomorrow. I guess like Usher. Is that a thing? Like, do we still listen to Usher or is that like kind of passe at this point? I don't know. Just throwing shit at the wall now. And Cowboys -3.5. Great. Okay. Well, this is fun. It only took me 20 minutes. Okay, cool. Done. We'll lose, but keep me wasting 3 hours of my life keeping it close. Monday Night Football. Waiting all day for Monday night. By the way, John Cena won his first Intercontinental Championship for his retirement tour. That's sick. Good for Cena. Add another trophy to the list. Is that the only trophy he didn't... Oh, the trophy. Is that the only belt he didn't have? I'm assuming, right? Had to have been it, because has John Cena won a tag team championship? I doubt it. Maybe. Maybe one of those. I don't think so. John Cena probably never got the tag team titles. I mean, now there's so many damn... Who are you to suggest I have shit to do tomorrow? I guess, yeah. Now there's so many like belts, though, I feel like. Now there's like the World Championship and the National... there's the Red Belt and the Intercontinental and all this stuff. I hated the like Red Heavyweight Championship belt. But again, WWE is fun. Miss WWE. Mosquitoes got the hell out of me last night. I'm super annoyed. Flipped over to a friend's house, man. Mosquitoes like killed me. Yes, he did twice. Damn. Okay. Well, that's something. Damn, I didn't know that. Man, I should talk more wrestling. Maybe that's what I'll do when the football season ends. Just get on here and talk wrestling. That'd be fun. I do miss watching WWE. It was fun. Without Tunga and HBK. Wow. Damn. Must have been a long time ago then. I see. Held every championship besides the Intercontinental. Fair enough. Well, good for Cena. Does that make him a Hall of Famer? Oh, man. I watched this video today of John Cena. I think I saved it. Let me pull it up. I'm not going to pull it up. It's kind of gross. John, hey, the fact Woody's name was dropped has me want to give you money. Let's do that. Number one, he did with HBK at Mania 23. They wwere tag champs. There it is. Thanks for the 5, John. Appreciate it. Cena won it in Boston. Damn, you guys like know wrestling. That's sick. Yeah, man. Damn. I'm a pro wrestler, by the way. Never mentioned it because it just took a 2-month retirement. Yeah, I think you did, actually. I think you did talk about it. Like, American's Dragon's Disciple. Yeah, I figured that because that's a wrestler. Because you and John were talking about it, no? You guys are both, like, former pro wrestlers. It's crazy. You got such a diverse crowd. Is the Fiend Championship required to be a Grand Slam champ? I feel like an idiot now. I'm like not caught up with WWE. I need to like need to sit my ass down and watch some World Wrestling Entertainment. I was a pro wrestler. Yes. John was a pro wrestler. I remember that. And I thought I remember you saying that. Americans Dragons. Kind of figured about your Bryan Danielson name. Exactly. Okay. Here's what I was going to talk about real quick, since we are talking about WWE, but I don't really know enough about it to comment on it. My phone's dead. I can't even like engage in this conversation like I wanted to. Okay, then here's what I will say. Yuta trained me. Jeez. Don't know who that is, but that does sound sick. I feel like such an idiot. Okay. I watched the Prime Vision. Couple things I want to say about this real quick, and then we can continue our wrestling conversation. I just want to get this off my chest, so to speak. Prime Vision, I like it. It's cool. Problems. 1, I hate when it goes full bird's eye view. It looks stupid as hell. 2, most importantly, that commentator that they have that inserts and steps in and gives his little 2 cents on Prime Vision drives me up the wall. This guy has the worst voice. He has no charisma. He steps on his words all the time, just like I just did. Like he stumbles. It's a mess. Hate him. Sucks. Last thing I'll say about Prime Vision. They are so keen on all these stupid AI features that don't even matter. Like, for example, this dude gets on the television and starts talking. He was like, yeah, we ran through some AI scenarios. He's like, yeah, we used an algorithm for this one. The Jets are down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. He's like, in order for the Jets to win this game, they're probably going to need to stop the Patriots here, most likely. Thanks. I'm really glad we had AI do that. Wow, what a revolutionary feature. Who would have thought of such a thing? Damn. So I wanted to complain about those things. I think my next video is going to be, okay, if I ever make another video, it's going to be my ideal broadcast. Talking about what things I would take from each broadcast. So keep an eye out for that. I think it's going to be fun. That's all I was going to say. And now I feel like, all right, it's not to interrupt your guys' wrestling conversation. My bad, all right? My fault. I hate this TKO era of WWE. Yeah, man, I liked it for a while, but I stopped watching because it felt like, I don't know, they just kind of lost the plot. They split up Monday night and Tuesday night. Well, it used to be Thursday. Like they split it up, and then they had the draft and all these factions, and it just got stupid. And Brock Lesnar was still doing it. I fucking hated Brock Lesnar back in the day. He always like made me mad. And just they pushed the wrong guys to the top. I know it got kind of cool when Cody Rhodes came back. CM Punk came back. I know that much. Which again, I wish I was like watching when CM Punk came back. That was the one guy I was like, man, if CM Punk ever comes back, I hope I'm alive to see it. There's an ice cream shop in my city Cena goes to a lot. He grew up like 10 minutes from there. Oh man, okay, so you're a real Boston guy, huh, PK? Damn. Haverhill. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna start welcoming the daily TI series. It's supposed to be a prequel of the movies. What? Welcome to Dairy the TI series. Well, now I'm at it. Now I'm way out of my scope, Jeffrey. My bad. That AI said they need to score and get the ball back to win. Yeah! Okay, I'm glad you guys listened to that. Yeah, exactly. It's like, thank you. I'm glad the AI is caught up. What an algorithm. This is revolutionary technology. What's the matter, guys? You didn't hear of the revolution? The Jets need to stop them and score if they want to win the football game. They're down 2 touchdowns. Jesus. Would you take ESPN's music package? You guys know how I feel about ESPN's music package. It is the same 8 licensed songs. So take me home. And then that one Benson Boone song. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing it. I'm done. In my ideal broadcast, which again, probably gonna make a video about it. In my ideal NFL broadcast, no licensed music. I like how Amazon does it. Get the orchestra going. No need for licensed music. Get your own score and attach it to big moments. Have a war chest. Prime Vision is cool, but sometimes it gives me a headache after some time. Exactly. Once they go like full bird's eye view with Prime Vision, I'm like, no thanks. Cena. I'm like, no thanks. I don't like this. I want to switch back. Can I switch back? But it takes like 20 minutes. Did Mike McDaniel train the AI? It's always fun talking on Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel, though, he went to the bar making fun of Bills fans. That was hilarious. Good for him, dude. He might get fired, but at least he's having fun while he's still a coach. I'm personally an AEW New Japan guy. I see you're an independent wrestling type fan. My chat just freaked out. From Amesbury, pretty chill over there. Man, I grew up near Lowell. Damn, nothing like Massachusetts bringing people together. There's something about the identity of Massachusetts men, or people in general. Just being like, I'm from New England, god damn it. There's definitely a culture there, and I admire it a lot. I lived in Boston for like a year. Good time. Northeastern Huskies. Buddy went to BC, visited him, got harassed by a guy on the train, on the T, I should say. Green Line. Sucked. You're missing out on the Seth Rollins CM Punk feud. It's been so good. I don't doubt it. They seem like very cut from the same cloth type figures. I don't doubt it. But again, I haven't watched in a minute, but they do seem like pretty... I thought they buried Seth Rollins, though. I thought he was like kind of like, you know, the yesterday's news from WWE's perspective. Welcome to Derry. You know this one about the creepy clown. Yeah, I know that one, but wait, did I miss something? No. Welcome to the creepy town. I've never not hot take, just a fact. I've never seen the It movies. So watching the spin-off show doesn't really seem like it would make a lot of sense personally, but it would be interesting. If it's good, let me know. Does NFL Network own all the old NFL films? I believe so. From what I know, ESPN's... I just fixed my hair like a real stud. From what I know, ESPN's contract only holds... didn't touch NFL films. I really looked for that. I was like, dude, if ESPN gets access to NFL films, I'm ending it. I won't stand for it. Disney is going to ruin everything they touch. If they mess with NFL films, there's just no point. There's just no point. But NFL Network retained the rights to NFL films. Thank God. Thank God. And I think it was like a straight up purchase. But if it was on some sort of contractual basis, I really hope this whole YouTube TV feud has opened the NFL and other sports leagues' eyes to how much of a sinkhole ESPN is. Would Pennywise survive Chicago? Yes. I think so. I don't know. I drove through Chicago once. I feel like I can speak on it. I got a deep dish and then drove away. CM Punk was Seth Rollins' mentor. Really? Like back in the, I should know this. The tag team he had with Roman Reigns. The Anarchy. Shit, what was it called? Damn it. I'm sure you guys are like screaming it. The thing he had with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Damn, I'm looking this up. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose group. Shield! The Shield! The Shield. There it is. I got it before I hit search. I knew it was Shield. I want credit for that. The Shield. Seth Rollins is one of the top guys again. He turned the heel for a faction for a little bit. He got injured, then he had writing off TV. Huh. That's nice. I'm glad. I hope he stays involved forever. Seth Rollins seems like a nice guy, too. Pretty sure he's a Niners fan. The Shield. Yes. That's crazy. You guys are like all into wrestling. I would have thought football would bring everyone together, but I guess wrestling's what did it. Oh, well, having fun. Okay. I had more things to say about the Prime Vision, but I had notes on my phone, and my phone is dead. So, don't really know what to do with that now. Wow. I'm gonna jam through this stream, and then my phone's dead. Can't really talk on that. But yeah. So, if you know, Kurt Angle, my favorite Shield member, he was in the Shield. Really? That was Triple H. I'm so dumb. I don't know this stuff. I'm like not caught up at all. That was the thing. I got into WWE for like 2-3 years, studied it a little bit, played the video games. The video games are so fun, by the way. The creative player in WWE is unlike anything Madden or 2K or any game. 2K kind of. But the creative player in WWE games was sick. Building a top to bottom move set for your character and being able to do like a tombstone, like as just like a regular attack. That... like a tombstone pile driver, man. It's just like a strike. Oh, man. WWE games were fun. I might stream playing WWE games. I used to like build whole ass lores. And this is before they had like the whole like franchise mode. Like I would just like do it and play now. I may have, honestly, I think dollar for dollar, I probably had more value fun when it came to WWE games over Madden games, because Madden games were a grind to get through and they were fun, but the newer ones, you never really got much joy out of them, where the WWE games, I found joy out of them. I have some great clips, like breaking a ring. Chris Benoit, my goat. There you go. Rest in peace, Chris Benoit. I know that much. But yeah, we can watch some wrestling and talk. It's pretty good. Kurt Angle had one match as a Shield member. Yeah, I guess we should. I guess we should cover some WWE. Damn. Okay, bro. Yeah. Play SVR 10. It was the pinnacle of WWE SmackDown versus Raw 10. Shoot. Okay. Never did. I played like, I want to say WWE 16, 15. Benny was awesome, of course. Who doesn't love Chris Benoit? All right, let's look this up. I know it exists, but like, I just want to see. Well, now that GTA is delayed, I like can't play that one. Jeez. I like the thumbnail art's not thumbnail art, but I love the cover art. This is the one I'm used to seeing, but it's such a cool game series. Yeah, look at that. Wow, you could do mixed gender matches. That's funny. Gold Dust. Who doesn't love Gold Dust? Gold Dust was hilarious, man. Gold Dust was so funny. And then Cody Rhodes came back as Stardust. That was such a weird era for him. Yeah, man, this game does look sick. This game does look sick. By the way, just real quick, I need to talk about this. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull it up actually. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up and then we're gonna get out of here soon. But this is worth it. When 2K took over, WWE games went downhill. Ah, fair enough. I believe it, I just wasn't around to see it, but I do believe it. You could stream online matches versus subscribers. I feel like I wouldn't be good at the game. I like messing around, but I'm not like some technical pro. But I need to look this up. You guys are gonna flip. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. This might get me in trouble, but I don't care. It's worth it. This is a real picture, I think. I'm pretty sure this is a real picture, by the way. I'm not gonna pull this up for too long. You're gonna see exactly what I mean. I'm sure all of you know who this is. Cody is an awful champ. Once a mid-carder, always a mid-carder. Fair enough. Fair enough. One thing I want to say real quick. Trish Stratus is back. This was recent. Trish Stratus still has got it. That's all I wanted to say. Trish Stratus is back. Anyways, we're over the 2-hour mark. It is 10:15. We did actually start the stream a little earlier than usual, but yeah, I think that's the way to close. We made our picks. We had our laughs. We did our team rankings. Hunna's Hill is alive and well. And yeah, fellas. John, are you a Vince Burner account? Vince McMahon. That'd be hilarious if Vince McMahon was in this chat, imagine. Got banned in SVR 10 for making Hall of Fame level players. Sorry. Okay. Didn't know they had online in a 2010 wrestling video game, but I like it. You guys be doing matches at pay-per-view mainly. Talking about Cody, you know? Pats are back. Pats are back, yes. 9-2. Let's do it. Pats are back. Tavares Jackson, rest in peace. What else did we cover? Did the teams. Jets suck. AB got some tacos, and TMC needed to know if they were good or not. And PFF's not worth your money. We made our picks. Can't believe we're guaranteed a winning record. Yeah, right? It must be really tough being a Pats fan. My heart goes out to you. Being a Giants fan is really easy. You guys had like 4 years of being bad, and now you're just back. And Bill looks like a big moron. Vince is a college football player. I still think the helmets were soft though. Like the leather caps. 2009 and why COD was around back then. That's fair. Actually, that's fair. But I don't know. I can't wrap my head around online gaming back in the day. Like I know, actually, yeah, online gaming's been around for a while. I just can't wrap my head around Halo 2 online, you know? Trish Stratus, she only does pay-per-views really. Oh. I didn't actually know she was wrestling. I thought she was just like, you know, doing that magazine cover. I saw that, I was freaking out. I was like, Trish Stratus is back. Anyways. Is he related to Jim McMahon? I don't believe so. I'm almost certain he's not. We'll do that check. We'll do that real quick. Is Vince McMahon? 07 had online on PS3. Yeah, I know. And the Wii had online too. I know. It's hard for me to wrap my head around. Jim McMahon, Vince McMahon. I'm almost certain they're not related, but it's worth it. It's worth a check. Jim McMahon, funny ass guy. Vince McMahon related. Let's see. No, not quite. Two different people with the same last name, but they do not share a family lineage. Damn. Been around since 2005 on the PS2. All right, I'm wrong, John. I get it. I'm wrong. All right. I was wrong. All right. You guys ever made a mistake before? It's my favorite line. It's like make a mistake and just like completely just flip it on the other person. Have you never made a mistake before? So I talk to my sisters, like grilling me about cutting someone off in traffic. Anyways. Okay. 2 hours in the stream. This was fun though, guys. This was fun. Kick ass tomorrow, and you know where to find me on Sunday. We'll be streaming probably all 7 hours. I might just do the early window with the Giants game because it is the flag football playoffs. Bum, 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 bum. But tune in on Sunday for the game reactions to Giants Packers. We're going to win. To the Hunnaball halftime hinge update. PK, you're new around here. That's when I update the chat on my dating life, which is, you know, up and down like the Giants, so mostly down. And yeah, we have a good time. But until then, this has been Thursday Night Football. Oh, I was there for it. It was revolutionary and terrible at the same time. Well, you know, everyone lives through their own gaming background, right? You know what I mean? I'll see y'all Sunday if I don't get concussed this weekend. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And wait, shoot. Who had the baseball tryout? Son of a bitch. Someone in the chat had a baseball tryout. Was it you, American Dragon's Disciple? Was that you, right? Someone had a baseball tryout. Damn it. Might have been... Shit. It might have been you, American Dragon. Let me know. I gotta stick around for that. Someone had a baseball tryout. I was thinking about that. Fuck. Was it Otis? Could have been Otis. I think it was Otis, actually. I think it was Otis. Someone has a baseball tryout in this chat. I'm trying to remember who it was. I will go back and check if I have to. No, it wasn't me. Okay, I think it was Otis then. He's a Cali guy, though. I think. No, I think it was Otis. I could be wrong, though. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it was Otis. Because Otis is a Arizona man. And I remember, I don't know, my head just remembers Arizona type thing. But yeah. Well, whatever you're doing on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, kick ass. And I'll be here on Sunday to update you guys on what's going on in my life and to watch football. God, I hope all of our teams win. Just kidding. I hope all of our teams lose because we're all in tanking positions. The Jets already lost. Patriots already won. So there we go. Anyways, you guys have a sick rest of your night. And I've been the one, the only, the truly Hunnaball. Have a good night, fellas. I guess I gotta watch WWE now.